wearing the solid black trunks, weighing 215 3/4 pounds, from Catskill, New York, which is the hometown of the late great trainer of champions, Customato. His professional record, a perfect 32-0, 28 KOs, 23 KOs in 4 rounds or less, and 16 knockouts in the first round. Ladies and gentlemen, I present you the undefeated, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Iron Mike Tyson.
Oh, man. Yeah!
What do we do for this?
Are you serious? Tyson!
Hey, we got to say goodbye to you. Fuck that.
They didn't violate. They stuck together?
Yeah, they're Siamese twins.
Yeah,
Holy shit. What a surprise this is.
The Japanese guys that stick together.
Yeah.
We were just showing them.
They were connected by the chest.
But they had a lot of children, huh?
Yeah.
Can you imagine the bed, he's with one wife and he's with the other, and they both going stroke out.
We're trying to figure out how you do that shit, you know? Like,
you guys are shocked.
Because they got that new show now with these two girls that they have like 2 heads but 1 body, and we're wondering like how they handle the sex.
One stomach,
1 vagina, 1
Swear. 1 vagina,
Swear.
Mike Tyson, who's in studio. Holy shit.
Unbelievable. Just walk right in.
I told you guys I was going to bring a nice cool.
You are the
Who
shit.
Kid, thank you.
Jesus.
Mike, we've been trying to talk to you for years.
Oh, man.
I love Who Kid. Who Kid's the most non-threatening black motherfucker. I love him. You go on a meeting with him, you know you're all right with some white people. Shit, Who Kid.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get that art down.
Can't get any whiter than me, man.
I'm so glad someone is saying
the
it.
American dream right there.
Yeah.
Non-threatening.
Holy
What the hell, Mike Tyson? You got a play going on
Yes,
on Broadway?
I do. I'm 48th and Broadway, the Longacre Theater. And
what's this about?
I saw it last night, and I can tell you it's fucking awesome.
Me.
Oh, it's
Awesome.
about me.
Wait, you went last night?
I
Jimmy?
went last night, and I saw it. It's
Nice.
Thank you very much.
It's hilarious.
Right.
And
But it's not meant to be hilarious. I'm saying this is not no fun. I'm not no damn stand-up. I'm just explaining some shit I went through.
Right.
You know, and life
But
is funny.
to us laymen, that's pretty funny shit, like some of the stuff you went... of course, it was probably painful at the time, some of it.
Oh, at the time I wanted to commit suicide.
No shit,
motherfucker.
You know, I'll tell you why it was funny. Because the way you explained it and the way you went through it was so natural. I felt like this is what it sounds like if you're hanging out with Mike Tyson and he's telling you these stories. It didn't feel performed or forced. It felt very genuine,
Very
very
natural.
honest. It was very, very honest.
That's great, man.
Well, that's why it's undisputed. It had to be true, you know, because there's people out there that know the truth, and if it's not true, they're going to come up and say, hey, I was dead, motherfucker.
Who's going to say that to you? Yeah. I know, right?
You were right? Like I'm doing something wrong.
He was made for this show.
I know, right?
Tyson was made for this show.
Whose idea was this to come up with the play?
Well, me and my wife, we went to witness Chaz Palminteri.
Amazing, right?
Man, we watched this stuff. I'm like, and just like my show with different emotions and stuff.
Yeah.
And I said, I can do this because this is basically what I do when I'm in Europe and Asia. You go up there, but not as detailed as Chaz was. You know, I go up there and they talk about you. I talk about my life and, you know, this happened. But normally when I did this stuff, I'm always high. I was going through my high season. You know what I mean?
Season.
It was my high season, so I'm always high, sweating like a pimp with one hoe up there. Right? I'm just sweating like buckets of water. And so, now I'm clean, so I'm telling my wife, hey, baby, I can do this and stuff. And my wife is the entrepreneur business person. Okay, let's do it. So we meet this guy, Adam Stuck, that does, you know, Men Down Under and all the hunks from Australia.
Right.
And Human Nature. So he said, let's make a show. And then we did the show in Vegas for a week. It was a sold-out crowd for a week. And then Spike Lee got in touch with us and wanted to do what the Newlanders on Broadway. And I said, wow, we're getting ready to go on a world tour and little basements and stuff. They said, yes, you really do? Yeah.
And then it's Broadway.
Yeah, and I'm just very grateful. And that's what I'm trying to convey, like a lot of gratitude. I'm just really grateful.
I can't wait to see the show. I didn't know you were going last night. I would have went.
I only got 1 ticket. They had 1 ticket, and I went, and it was fucking so good. Because the stuff, like, I saw the documentary that James Toback did, right?
Which was amazing, by the way.
And it didn't feel like a retread of that. It was like everything had a different angle than that. So I didn't feel like, well, I saw this already. It was amazingly different.
But I explained during my not to mention, but the introduction that I know you saw James Toback, but I was in rehab and I was really dark stuff because I'm high, still got dope in my system, and I'm just gonna let you full speed ahead. So it's gonna be a lot lighter tonight, you know.
And it was, but it felt very honest. None of it. You didn't once feel like, hey, there's a guy giving me a performance. That's why I loved it. It's like this is what it feels like to hear you tell these stories for real.
No, but they gotta hurry up because the last show was Sunday, so you better hurry the fuck up.
Let me tell them where it is. It's on.
Why such a short
Donald
run?
Trump came, 50 Cent came, a lot of people, man.
Jim Norton came.
Jimmy.
He's a biggie.
Jim Norton. Ain't Norton. Ain't Norton. I did a Norton impersonating too. Right? I did some Ralph Cramden stuff.
Oh yeah, you did do a good Cramden line.
Yeah, I did some Ralph. Oh, it's coming at you, buddy. It's coming.
We met years ago. You don't remember? I was hosting the Porno Awards, and you were on the
It's not like that anymore, guys.
No, it's years ago.
He just gave you
It's
some
a long
love.
time ago.
It's many years ago.
I was really big in the porn world back then.
Back then.
A long time.
You know,
Do you
real social event.
Mike, do you consider yourself like the same person you are now, like the sense of humor and the gratitude and appreciation for what you have and what people do with you and for you, as you were back then, or are you? Do you?
It's funny you say that.
Hilarious.
No, why not? Really funny. You say, back then, I took myself too serious.
Yeah?
I thought you couldn't make fun of yourself. You're going to be the world conqueror. Genghis Khan didn't make jokes around him and stuff. I didn't understand. I didn't understand art of fighting. I didn't understand this is how you get this accomplished.
Right.
You know, and I would have. Oh man, I wish I was that way.
Well, I asked that because there is such a distinction between that Mike Tyson and who we've grown to know, at least through your performances and movies and interviews now. It seems like a very different person. You seem a lot happier and in a better place now.
Well, I'm not as desperate as I was back then for glory as I am. You know,
but isn't
now
that part of being a great boxer? Is you kind of have to have that desperation for glory,
it's part
right?
of becoming a great anything.
Anything, yeah.
But not great doesn't necessarily mean good. You know, so you get in a lot of troubles because I know a lot of great people, but not all of them are good people.
Right. Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to interact with that stuff. You know, I'd rather be remembered as being good because you're only a person for a small increment of time.
Right.
You know, you're an athlete or entertainer. You know, small. So you're gonna be a person longer than you're gonna be an entertainer. So you want to be pretty much a decent person.
I don't even know if you can grasp how big of a change it is in people's perception of you over the years, and how you actually pulled it off in these days, now being who you are. Because there was a perception of you that you couldn't even, like, if you were sitting in this room years ago, we'd be fucking petrified.
Yeah, me too. Right? I remember the repercussion. I was like, God, now what's going to happen? Fuck, I'm going to go in death row for this one. Shit, I'm going to death row for this shit. God damn. You did what, Mike?
Was it a thought out, kind of a reintroduction of who you are, or was it a natural progression?
You know, I wanted to live. You know, I was gonna die. I wasn't going anywhere nice. I was really dark. I was really bad. It comes. No, listen. This is me, big time entertainer Mike Tyson. This is big top guy, big undisputed youngest champ of the world. And I'm down to telling the dope man, yo, well, you tell your boss to come see me about this.
Oh shit.
I'm going from that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm going from that. No. Of course, this, Mike. No. Well, my boss wants this money. Well, you tell your boss to come see me about this.
Wow.
It goes from that.
Ugh.
Fuck.
Yeah.
It was a great part too. I love the Mitch Green. It's fucking great. It's hilarious. It's fucking because I didn't know all the facts.
You don't have no idea that a guy like Mitch Green exists.
Yeah.
You have no idea. You have no idea. You see people do this on television, but you don't see people do this. Well, you don't have nobody in your family. Well, you know Mitch Green. You don't 50 know Mitch. You're from the same. He represents y'all. Queen's ass.
Can you explain Mitch Green?
Scared me, Mike.
Jimmy, explain the Mitch Green thing.
Well, it's a very famous story. I mean, they fought. Of course, Mike beat him, and then there was a fight in a place called Dapper Dan's in Harlem.
Yeah.
And it was a big story because Mike really fucked up Mitch's eye and nose. And but he goes through the whole story from your point of view.
Because I don't know.
So good.
Listen, these are some different kind of niggas out here. I'm thinking Tom Buford, some tough-ass guy got walked away. And so all of a sudden, I get in here, all of a sudden, I feel the energy good, and I feel the energy stop dead. But my back is turned to him. I turn around, it's Mitch Green. They scared as a motherfucker. So, I'm not scared because I just kicked Mitch's ass. So why should I be scared? So I'm trying to figure out why these guys are scared. And then Mitch start that shit again, right? So I'm like, man, I don't want to hear this shit, Mitch. And I get, I'm around, I'm looking at the successful Jewish guys. I got Jewish managers and stuff. And so I'm putting some Jewish linguistic skills with my ghetto stuff, right? Bravado, right? And it's like this. And I'm like, Mitch, fuck this shit. And Mitch said, and I go like that. I said, well, Mitch, you really need to, look, this is my, Mitch, you really need to stop this because this is not going to be advantageous to your barometer. And then I go like that to Mitch because I already kicked your ass, Mitch, all right? So don't start no shit. Beat your ass, Mitch. And then once I said that, forget it. Nigga, you ain't beat me. Don Keenan give me my per diem. I couldn't eat, motherfucker. I would beat you, grown man. I ain't eat, motherfucker. Fuck you, nigga. Why did I say that? I shouldn't even say that shit. I'm thinking I'm learning some stuff from some white people. I'm being articulate. And people don't respect my skills in Harlem. I'm thinking people are respecting lady. I'm thinking some black people are respecting shit. One man, that guy, he lost it. He
Holy
said,
shit.
Nigga? You bitch ass Cicely Tyson. Fuck.
That must have fucked him up.
And he wouldn't stay down. He wouldn't stay down.
I shouldn't have said that. Once I said, yo, Mitch, now stop. I already beat your ass. I'm not going to be advantageous if I fucking lay you out here, right, nigga? My brother was respectable. I said, shouldn't have used nigga and laid you out, but anything else was cool. It could have been handled in, in Congress. I could have said it without those words.
Hilarious, man.
He said, what?
Classic, man.
Holy shit.
He's a scary guy, Mitch Green, because he fucking seems crazy, man.
No, because he's 6'5", right, and he had big hair back in the 80s. They had big hair, like, New Jersey people. They had big hair back then. Jersey people. No, really, back then, you remember the big hair in Jersey in the 80s and stuff. Billy, Piano Man.
Joe.
Yeah, he's the baddest one in the 80s. He had the big hair crew. But listen, right, but, he had big hair, so really he's like 6'12", 7 foot, 6'12". No, he's really big.
Yeah, and he's a fucking guy that just, even though Mike is beat him, he wouldn't stop
This
coming.
guy got a hole in his head, and he's still looking for me. Wow. To this day? No, oh, God, no. I saw him not long ago, and he came. I said, oh, no. And he wanted some money. I gave him time. Take Take all this shit, all right? Like, $2,000. Take this shit, man. Just don't talk to me. Just go.
I want to see the show.
It's fucking
Are they gonna
so
extend it?
good, man.
Ends on the 12th, but
Why is it ending?
It's only
I got other jobs.
Mike's busy.
They should make it into a movie or something, maybe.
God
film it for
willing,
HBO.
I'm just very grateful what's happened last year, the year before. Thank God didn't make things happen this year. I'm just happy what happened last year and the years before that put me in a position to be here. It's just all about being grateful. Because man, I was almost out of here. My last case, man, if I got convicted, man, I'd have been gone. I got like 20 felons, man. I'm the only guy. I got more felons than anybody that's out on the street. Ain't nobody on the street with more felons than me that's on the streets. I'm very grateful. That's just real talk. Ain't nobody on the streets with more felons than me walking the streets. I'm very grateful.
Do you have any regrets about not having as many years in boxing during your prime that you could have if you weren't in so much trouble?
I don't know. Maybe everything happens for a reason. I was getting pretty dark in that moment during '91 and stuff. I was getting pretty dark, and going to prison was probably the best thing that happened to me. I was out there sleeping with strangers, unprotected. I'm saying, I could have been in the AIDS program. And I'm not saying that means I'm just very I'm very grateful and very lucky in life.
Yeah,
very lucky.
What was the song? I wanted to ask you. There was a song. There was a great montage scene of you, like with this black and white footage, and it looked like it was sped up. You were punching so fast, and there was great music playing over it. Do you know what the song? What they used for that was?
Hey, let me explain something to you. It's not speed up.
Oh no, I know. That's what I was.
Don't make him demonstrate.
No, I was complimenting you. I knew it wasn't. I wasn't implying it was. That's what I'm saying. How fast you punched. That was almost my fucking jaw coming off, wasn't it?
It's just that I was so extreme back then. People don't believe that it was moving that fast.
No, but that's
my whole life. But that was good. But my whole life was like that. My head moved fast. Never examined anything. I made you look at it, I was like a cyborg. You look at it, you made your assumption.
Yeah.
And your assumption didn't have to be right, but that's the assumption you made, and you just work on that. You know?
Was it hard to just live life, or were you constantly in fighter mode back
Constantly
then?
in fighter
Constantly.
mode. Yeah.
Wow. So it was hard for relationships or just friendships?
Hard for anything.
Man.
If somebody came in a room over 200 pounds, he could be a lawyer. I'm sizing
You're
him
sizing him up.
Yeah.
Jesus
What did
Christ.
you say? Instead of saying, excuse me, I said, what did you say?
And how fucking scary would that be? God damn, Mike.
That's just how,
Holy
that's how
shit.
custom model programmed me.
How many street,
Right.
How many street fights did you have during that time?
Few hundred.
Jeez. No joke?
My whole life, yeah.
Few hundred when you were...
When I first started fighting and stuff, you fought every day, 3 times a day. You fight every day.
You ever
Right.
get your ass kicked back then?
Yes.
Really? Who kicked Mike Tyson's
Some
ass?
girls jumped me and beat the shit out of me. You know?
Oh, come on.
No, really.
Is that a true story?
2 sisters jumped me and beat the shit. One of them bit my finger. They fucking fuck you.
Classic, man.
The stuff about the ex was fucking awesome. The way you talked about your ex-wife, you covered that, but it was like brutally honest and really, really. That was people loved hearing that.
Nobody could really be angry because they stole their stuff. She did her stuff. She did a
Right.
symposium and all the college. It's not like she went to some place in Brownsville, some little WIC center, you know. she went to university doing a symposium on my ass, right? In the university, and I'm walking down the street and you see these nice, sophisticated white ladies moving to the side like he's back in segregation. Like, what the fuck did I do? You know, I didn't even meet her yet.
Wow.
Where were you sitting in?
I was in the aisle seat, probably about 15 or 16 rows back, and it was just from the second you walked out, it was very, very casual. It obviously you had put a lot of work into it, but I loved not feeling like I was being given. You were hearing a guy talk very honestly, and that to me was my favorite part. It was like you didn't soft up the language.
My ex, right, the fact that I'm talking about my ex, I'm just talking about what happened in my life. No doubt about it. I brought everything on myself, cheating on her, probably kicked the ass for doing some whatever the situation is. You know, everybody knows that it's my fault. Even though she did real bad things, she was married to a real rotten guy at the time. You know what I mean? I was just a kid. I wanted everything, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm just telling you from my perspective. I'm not saying, well, hey, they're all bad and I'm all good. You know, they already said their part about me, and I wasn't always
this is your angle on the whole thing.
But this is my angle.
Yeah, sure.
Well, it was very. That was the funny part. Was the honest language. It was nice to hear someone just talk that openly without worrying about. Like there was nothing you said where it seemed like you were worried about getting in trouble.
Like we do understand, men and women. Sometimes we break up, but we still having sex. We just have sex and then we go on our way.
Still banging.
Yeah.
Shit, that's hot, yo.
Listen. You talking about the guy that's the honest. If that never happened in your life, that you say it's over with us, but we still working it out sexually. It's not over sexually. That's why you see these girls and these guys. Well, I broke up with my boyfriend last week. No, it's not over yet. You come and see me 60 days from now. You need 60 days after the breakup to get over sexually. All right, that's going to be last time. I'm
Still getting that dick.
That's going to be last time. After this feeling, I can live without the feeling, and I move on. That's how it is. Everybody know. You stick with your ex, even though you break up, till you find somebody whose sex is better or just as good.
Wow.
You know, that's just the real deal.
There's a tip for everyone.
Yeah.
Well, there's
That's only if
move
you can do it. Some people can't do this. So let me just stick right here to 2014 and should be better.
I'm always willing to keep fucking, but they never are. Like I'm always trying to fuck a couple more times.
Trying to get a couple more in,
Why is
Jimmy?
it like that? How can we still have that connection sexually when you hate their guts, you despise them?
Because what makes them dirty isn't what makes them a good person. Usually, it's usually what makes them their lack of inhibitions. But sure, the lack of inhibitions makes them a great fuck.
Yeah.
It's the thing that makes them hard to fight with, makes them willing to be dirty in bed, which is what I kind of need. So I'm expecting craziness. You
I
know.
love the girls looking over like, really getting an education. The lovely ladies on the couch are like, really, Jim?
I'm sorry, I didn't even know you were here. I apologize.
That's hilarious.
But it's true. I'm attracted to crazy girls. I'm not attracted to nice girls.
No, listen, when I see my fans, you know, and people say, hey, what do you think about these people coming dancing now? I said, listen, everyone, any celebrity, this is what you really have to know. This is what we don't want to do, the self-examination. This is real scary doing this shit. Fuck Aristotle, right? When we see our fans, believe it or not, even your fans, they're a reflection of us. And sometimes we see ourselves, we don't like that shit. We don't like who we are. We don't like, these are some crazy motherfuckers. But we got the breaks. Because our circumstances make us put on some breaks. Not much with Cyrus Radio, but we got some breaks.
Right.
These people are uninhibited. They go to other lengths
That's
that we're
fucking
capable of going.
amazing.
We're
right.
capable of going that length, but we're we're conscious about, but they're not. They continue to grow.
They keep going.
Yeah, and that's
crazy.
us.
Keep
We
moving
think,
forward.
God, we don't listen to fucking rules and shit, but we do because we know we got shit to lose, but we don't want to listen to rules and fuck yeah! Fucking do it! Yeah! That's what I really want to do. That's what I know. I better not. My wife is going to kill me. Fuck off, dude! Your fucking ass! And don't bother me no more! Holy shit! You can't do that. You can't do that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, sir.
Hilarious.
You gotta check the show,
Yes,
man.
ma'am.
It's on Sunday,
no,
man.
ma'am.
Come
Yes,
on,
sir.
man.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
No, ma'am.
people. I'm sure it's
Let
sold
me
out.
just-
Yes, sir. My
Yeah.
diction
No,
to
he can
carries
take
for
it,
your
though.
comprehension. I will endeavor
Yeah.
to exclaimate more profound than yes, ma'am.
And you know what's funny too? You had some great interactions. I didn't see Spike there, but you kept blaming certain things on him, which was really funny, man.
That's the shit he blamed for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All my you know, I don't want I don't want fucking when I'm talking about white people, then you flash Mitch Rumble. You got the baddest white motherfucker in the country on your ass. I'm just letting everybody know this is Spike shit. You know, we always got that interracial shit going on. This is Spike.
Yeah.
It was still funny though, because I think you said something about he asked me, "Are you scared of white people?" And then a Romney picture flashed behind him. I turned around and went, "I'm scared of that white motherfucker." It was funny.
I don't want any trouble and stuff.
Shit. But it was it's almost like when you're that honest, there's no way for people to criticize you because you're being brutally honest. What can they do to you if you tell the truth?
And it's really just it's like being in the mob. If you're the mob leader, you can't tell on nobody but yourself. You're the leader.
Another great thing was you shitting on people in Staten Island who want to act like they're mobbed up when they're not.
Do you know people in Staten Island that act like
A little bit. It's a weird
but,
place.
You know, it's weird, right?
Yeah, well,
you
we don't
walk
know much
around,
about
they
it.
all got the jackets, the blader, and the fucking sweatsuits. The young guy got the sweatsuits, the fucking, what's that stuff you shoot yourself up with?
Steroids.
Steroids. Steroids and the chains around their neck, the tight chokers. With the white beat on, just looking around flexing on the corner all day.
Yeah, they point with their pinky and ring finger.
My friend, my friend, I'm sure you're not aware of who I know. If you knew who I know, you wouldn't be so uppity right now, my friend. All right? Oh, I don't want to start this.
No, it's good.
It's great, man.
Tyson's hilarious.
Yeah, that's what was so funny about it. It was
great,
just
man.
this great way of fucking just blasting these people.
It's
You
just
know
weird-
what?
it's
I
just
realized with myself,
Yeah.
just like all those guys we talk about, Teddy and all these gangsters, they're afraid to be vulnerable. Everybody's afraid to be. Once they're vulnerable, once we see them vulnerable, they can't be who they think they showed they were before. Once you're vulnerable, you can't be the tough guy no more.
Right.
And that kills them more than anything.
Do you think you're in that boat right now? Like you've shown your vulnerability, that you're, more of a regular guy than we ever thought.
Yeah, but just like the mob guys and those guys, they're regular guys that could do extraordinary things.
Yeah.
You know, and I never leave that in perspective. I want to be a regular guy.
Yeah.
But the world won't let me be a regular guy, so I have to look at it for what it is. I can do incredible things for the betterment of humanity.
I think more so now,
Not for
though.
myself.
I think you've shown more of yourself these days recently, over the past few years, and I think more people are seeing you're a regular guy, you're a fun guy. You like having a good time, and it's not just Mike Tyson that goes and rips people's heads off.
I feel and you have issues
But he
with
can
my
still
kids.
do that.
You know, you want to develop a relationship with your kids. You know, my oldest daughter was there. We're estranged a little bit. We periodically we keep in touch, and it was just so awesome. This is the first time she brought a boyfriend. I never saw with a guy, so she had a boyfriend and stuff up there.
Oh, that's got to be fun.
And it's this African guy, so everybody's looking at him and stuff. And, we just all comedians, and we want to go booga booga booga, booga booga. But he's an African guy. He's very studious. He's very educated. Most Africans are very educated and very studious and stuff and respectable. But we want to go booga booga booga. Oh my God! But we wouldn't dare. I thought my daughter.
Tyson rules.
Are they telling us we have to wrap?
Sucks.
But we have to thank, of course, we would love Mike Tyson, man. And I saw this,
Absolutely.
and it's easy to plug it because I loved it. I genuinely loved it.
It sounds amazing.
It's honest and funny and smart.
I never thought about it, but imagine coming home with Mike Tyson's daughter, and you're not a big guy, you're 150-pound guy.
Yeah, who's going to want to do that?
And you're
Fuck
an
that.
African, but you're smooth, you're telling you, articulate. I'm a 9th grade special ed dropout, and I'm looking at you.
Thinking booga booga booga.
Oh, you might go on tour. You might go on tour with it.
I want to plug this. It's called The Undisputed Truth. It's on Broadway.
Uncontrollable.
Oh, fuck. It's this Sunday. It's through this Sunday, Longacre Theater, 220 West 48th.
Oh, my life is ruined.
Tight.
I'm trying to build a relationship with my daughter. This is the shit I do. This is the first time I meet this guy. He go,
fucking Mike Tyson.
no, but listen, no one is being an African and black man. You know, you're African American, you're black. You know what's going on. You have understanding. But imagine being an African American,
right,
and you're around a bunch of African American. They're looking at you like you're a rare species of blackness. They don't know if they're gonna relate. Rare species. How about Mugabudu? How about you know any Boris from South Africa? You don't know what the hell to say. I hope the guy thinks right here. I'm telling you. You don't know, you know.
That's awesome.
And they look jacked up, but they're so smart and intelligent and educated and high IQs, but they look like they're famished, right? This guy can run a corporation 500. God damn.
You can't make this up, man.
Oh, hell no.
You envious because this guy looks like he's smart as a motherfucker, right? I got all this money. I'm a 9th grade special ed dropout. Fuck, you don't like him? You envious now? The kids don't like you. You educated the kids. They don't like you because you're illiterate and shit.
I don't think you're illiterate.
I'm going to say Mike Tyson, best guest we've ever had.
Absolutely.
No,
best guest we've ever had.
Illiterate. Listen, I send my kids to all these schools, right? And I text them, and I misspell something. They come back right away. Dad, that's not how you spell my name. That's not how you spell this, Dad. Dad, you don't spell it that way, Dad. Why can't they, if they know what the word it meant, why can't they say, yeah, Dad, you don't spell it that way, Dad? That's my only insecurity. They can rip on me, right? Because normally I say, I'm sent you to school to learn, girl. I couldn't go to school because I had to work to send your ass to school to get these Ivy League educations. That's why.
You sacrifice.
I sacrifice. Goddamn, Dad. It's Gina, Dad. You know how to spell Gina, Dad? Goddamn, Dad. It's an E and an I, not an E, Dad.
We're trying to get him out.
Yeah, Mike has to go.
We are trying to get him out.
I'm sorry, guys.
No, we don't want you out,
please. Shit, I'm liable to get locked up. I'll lose a couple of endorsements. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. God damn.
Can we get a quick picture?
Mike, thanks so much, man.
This is part of being bad. You feel you can get away with it, but you can't. People are going to hear this shit, right?
Of course.
You're going to get away with it because it's legal. Yeah. And this is what you can't call me because that was Cyrus. You're allowed to do that, but then they do this, Opie and Andy, but you're a responsible adult, and you know no matter where you're at, if you're in hell, you don't curse.
Oh, yeah. Well, here you do.
Yeah, we curse.
This is worse than hell sometimes.
And listen, the show I want to be on is Wosby Wosby. What's that show again?
What is it?
The Wosby. The Wosby show.
Wosby.
Oh, I know it.
Fresh Beat Band. Fresh Beat Band. I want to be on the Fresh Beat Band.
Wow Wow Wubsy.
Yeah, I want to be on a Fresh Beat Band because
I got a kid.
My kid loves that stuff, but I have to be on these shows. I'm never gonna be on that show. Right? I'm never gonna be with the Wild Beach Band. Make up my new dance, the Stroke. Right? You can't make that with the kids. The Stroke, man. I'm coming, Elizabeth. I'm coming to get you, Elizabeth. The name Stroke doesn't even sound like it's a good dance, right? They think it's something perverted. You know, the Stroke. I'm coming to get you, kid. I'm coming. Okay.
Mike Tyson. Fuck Mike Tyson.
I tell you, but
Fuck Mike.
There he is.
Mike Tyson.
Iron Mike.
What's up, Mike?
There he is. Take a seat.
What's happening in the news today?
There's all kinds of shit going on, right?
Oh, God, I'm going for it
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
What happens today? Pagan love God.
Yeah, this guy is I guess he was a politician or something, and he's shacking up with his 23-year-old interns.
Yeah, there's one.
Nothing wrong with that, right?
Yeah, that's the one that I think he was having sex with, and then that's the one that they say he might be having sex with now.
You know.
Yo, listen, this is good stuff, man.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's bad. And I know your guys say Mike Tyson shouldn't be the one commenting on these stuff, but, you know, he should tell his wife, I don't want to be married to you no more. And I want to be married to my young intern who's old enough to be my, a youngest daughter, but still I love her.
Yes, exactly. You know, if that was an older broad with a younger guy, they'd be like, oh, she's into the, boy toys and everything. And that would be, acceptable.
Well,
but now that guy's a pig.
We should
and a
arrest
creep.
him.
Right.
We should arrest him because he doesn't like being with his wife that has menopause anymore.
Right.
We should arrest him.
He wants that nice, supple ass.
Yeah,
that
something
doesn't look
small
like, yeah.
and tiny and petite and nothing that goes all around like a big blubber whip. balloon. Like, you ever see the balloon, the big bubble, the boom, like the bubbles go in the balloon and shake? That's a big whale.
The big soap bubble. And it's going in every direction. You don't know where it's going to end up.
Don't you hate those big, just sloppy, like, white, big dough asses? You just put it on you, you just go, it goes over your legs, comes down, drop. What the hell? You gotta go like,
it looks like she's been sitting naked in a gravel driveway when she stands up. Yeah. Looks like she brushed the gravel off, but
just bad stuff.
It's terrible.
Bad stuff.
Exactly.
I never was into big fat people. Like I've done my share of really awful ones too.
Oh no, my criteria is just breathing. You know, I'm complaining now, but I've been talking about the issue. You know, I'm not complaining about me being with her, but I've been talking about the issue here.
Well, you have to know what you're talking about. So when you talk about a big fat ass, you know because you've been there at some point.
Big fat miserable ass that you can't form into anything, just drop.
Right.
And she didn't have pants to be at their knees and stuff.
I can't believe Tyson did some pigging.
Yeah, you got to do some pagan stuff to know about God. In order to know the real God, you have to deal with some pagans.
There you go.
I guess so. To appreciate, as they say, to appreciate the rainbow, you have to experience the rain.
Oh, no doubt about that. And I've known what it's like to be with devil worshippers, so I understand. It's all about orgies and blood, and you know, it's good stuff if you're in that spiritual direction, of course.
Of course.
Isn't it funny how mad people get at this? Like, instead of acknowledging that every man would want to do this, we kind of allow these politicians to be thrown. Even if he's a good politician, we let him get thrown out.
When you're a politician, see, that's why Obama just hit the nail home on it, because he said, "Have I used cocaine?" See, all those other guys never had the balls. I've used cocaine. It's cool. I used cocaine, and now look what I've accomplished. No, not everybody. I'm the exception. I'm not the rule. I'm the exception. I could use cocaine during the college years, the best years of my functioning brain, and still succeed.
Yeah.
So Ann agrees with that. Ann's a big Obama guy.
Well,
listen, but that's straight. What we did, you can't bring up nothing from the past. That's like me. No past stuff.
Right.
This is it.
Right.
It's where I ended up. You know,
that's right.
Everything else is just the road to get you where you are right now.
No doubt about it.
You're going to have some bumps in that road.
I think
you know what I mean?
I think that was one of the biggest things that ever happened.
A lot of bumps.
You know, it came out and he's flat and we're honest. This is what it is. This is what we're dealing with.
Yeah.
All right? And still we're going to make this the best country in the history of this millennium.
Mikey, I got to say, I went and saw the show last night.
Well, thank you.
Holy fuck. I loved it. I was bummed it ended. And I hate sitting through anything.
Why? You have to have patience. I love the show.
Have.
This is my favorite show.
Do you? It was an hour and 40 minutes of you talking.
Bob Backlund. Bob Backlund. He beat the Iron Sheik.
Yes.
He beat Hulk Hogan too.
Yeah. But now I humble him. I put in camel clutch and fuck his ass.
Yeah, I used the
now.
Iron. No, I saw the Iron Sheik not long ago.
Yeah,
he used to do our show.
He's batshit crazy now.
He pissed his pants on our show one time. He was sitting back there, and I was taking shot. He was drinking beer, and you could see the spot in his pants getting bigger and bigger. He literally
had
pissed his pants on the air.
He just had to go. He was drinking a little beer.
It's the worst/greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. Was him pissing his pants on our show.
But he will badmouth everybody, and it's hilarious. Hulk Hogan, he's a faggot. I will fuck him in ass. You're just cracking up like this guy's out of his fucking mind. I love it.
He's out of his mind, but it's good.
Dude, it's
very good stuff.
It's hilarious.
Good stuff.
But they're saying he's mellowed now, that he's not like into that anymore. He's kind of calmed down. And he's not doing. He's just calmer now.
His Twitter's hilarious.
I think age do that to you because I was with Howard Stern, and Howard Stern. He could be crazy, irritant sometimes. But, he's very nice and polite. Over the years, before I did the show, I said, "Well, I can do the show now because Howard's not the old Howard.
He's very polite now. Well,
he cares about children. He has
the wife, the dogs, everything. He's very mellowed out now.
He's not as radical. He cut the fro a little bit. Things are going good for him in life. He's very docile now.
Yeah,
awesome.
That'll do it.
So it's probably a better time to do it than say 10 or 12 years ago.
Exactly. Then we're talking disgusting things.
Yeah. So, Mike, tell me who you're banging.
my wife.
Would you ever notice, too, when you were doing interviews, how guys would talk to you in a way, because there's this whole thing of boxer and interviewer, where they never would have spoken to you that way if you had met them in real life? Like, taking liberties that they never should have taken.
Well, that's just a part of the business. I might take liberties, too.
Right. Yeah, true.
I was always amazed at people who would do that. Like, the only thing separating you from a fucking beating is the two microphones.
Well, right.
You're hostile, young man.
Oh, no.
Last night, even I could see during the pictures and he's down there, I can see we're taking pictures, everything's great, but he still has to don't fuck with me look on his face. I'm like cooling, I'm putting my head on his head, loosen up, let's ride, baby. But he's right there, he's that way always in these events. Come take pictures, got to still don't fuck with me. Watch.
You know why? He's so obsessive about
He's got to get his picture.
He's like focused on just getting pictures.
Well, you know what it is? It was Mike and LaMotta, and I'm like, what?
Oh, that was serious too. That was true. Yes, he's 91. I'm talking to him. He's coherent. He's sharp.
That's amazing,
you
right?
Know,
good for him.
And he was right. He fought everybody. You know, the motto. Cuz used to tell me this story. Jake LaMotta, cause back in the 50s, they had the mob and they set your fight up, and if it's a big, tough, it's a monster, it's black, you want to fight him? No, I don't want to fight him. You want to fight him? And then you go to Jake LaMotta and say, hey, Jake, who you want to fight? And Jake goes like this. This is so classic that people don't know about it. Jake goes like this. I want to fight anybody they don't want to fight.
Oh, yeah.
Just like that. I want to fight whoever they don't want to fight.
What a hard-headed motherfucker, man.
Hard.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I was watching footage of him last night after the show. I went home and was watching Sugar Ray Robinson and LaMotta fight.
What a fight.
They just, the amount of punches he took.
6 fights. That's 6 fights. Yo.
Amazing,
that's 6
right?
Fights. That's the last fight you saw. That's 6 of them.
6.
That's unbelievable.
That's crazy.
3 weeks apart at one point.
Holy shit. Come on.
3 weeks apart.
Listen, that's how they were used. Fighters were used like animals back then.
That's
2 weeks. They
crazy.
had and every fight was a war. Every fight they had to go to the hospital, but it's 3 weeks later.
Jesus.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
You're
Imagine that.
still feeling that last fight 3 weeks later, right?
No, this is what I know about fighters. At least this is what I know about myself. I read books about fighters, and a lot of them are so scared inside, but they're afraid to tell people they're afraid. That's how they handle their fear. They're afraid. They never tell anybody they're afraid. They're cowards. And, and they still become great fighters. And it's not like now we can go to a psychiatrist. Well, I feel like this. I feel like a coward. I feel like this guy's going to kill me. I feel safe. But you can't do that now. You got to give you some medicine. It's going to be all right. But now you just got to deal with, this guy's going to kill me.
Back then, you had to just figure out what the hell
figure it out.
you would do with yourself.
Back then, when all those great entertainers were crazy actors, those guys had mental illnesses.
Right.
They just didn't know how to diagnose those guys back then.
Yeah.
Were you ever afraid someone was going to see it in your eyes when you were doing the stare down? Like, I'm scared, and this guy is going to know by looking at me that I'm feeling fear right now.
No, because the only thing different about me and the other fighters I fought is that I understood my feelings. I understand when I felt fear. I understand that didn't mean that I was going to be a loser. That meant that I was preparing me to be better, to excel, to, my highest potential.
Yeah, you were able to turn it into some potential. We're being told you have to go.
They just want to get rid of me. I'm doing They know I love this show.
Yeah.
We ain't even talking crazy yet.
I know. we got to have you back on sometime when you have a little more time.
Sunday night, Mike's at, is it this Sunday in Westbury?
Westbury Music Hall.
I highly recommend everyone goes and sees it. It was amazing.
May 4th is Boston. May 5th is Westbury. The show is as amazing as we told you.
I always look at the newspaper, too, to see this crazy thing. I'm going to do a spoof. The world according to Tyson. All my spoofs will be from the newspaper. Listen, this is where I found out. Remember at that thing at the Empire State Building, everybody got shot? I found out it was the cops that shot everybody.
Yeah.
I said, God, I'm thinking these crazy guys did it. The cops that shot everybody. We got to get a spoof on that. The cops come, yes, ma'am, down, bow. What the fuck?
That'd be the show. Tyson does the news.
Yeah.
Oh,
my God. It'd be great.
What happened? Mistrial probe after she falls.
Look, it's him now. It's him now.
That's a juror. That's a woman juror who fell for the guy who was convicted of murder.
Yeah. Amazing.
Well, that happens every day. Because, you go to the prison. This guy killed everybody's mother in prison. Next thing you know, he falls in love with the prison guard. And she marries him. Gives him a baby. He done killed everybody and everything. And everybody's family member. But I just guess we don't know. People on people, life on life terms. We don't know why people do what they do.
Mike, your people are going to get very pissed. They're freaking out.
Of course. These people they don't get high. I'm the one that get pissed off to the highest of festivity.
Good seeing you, Mike.
Highest festivity.
Let's go.
Guys.
All right, Mike. Thanks for stopping to say hi.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks a lot, Mike. Take it easy.
Mike Tyson, everyone.
Yes.
Holy fuck.
He's a fucking...
I love him.
The guy's great.
And
he's the greatest.
And he's in better shape. Again.
He is.
Every time he comes in here, he's even in better shape.
The guy's jacked.
Is it creepy that he noticed I'm just lurking?
Yes. He fucking remembered your creepiness with your pictures.
You leave an impression, Jimmy.
Yeah.
He loves coming on, though.
He's fucking great, man. Because he knows he could just come on here and
Well, maybe we could get him for some more.
Spout off.
Yeah, he's going to be in town all week.
They said during the summer he's
got a show or something, or a book.
Oh, great.
So,
and his publicist loves us, too. We weren't supposed to get him at all today. That was
that was very
that
cool.
was just a quick little, hey, you want to stop by and say hi.
He looks really good, though, man. He looks really healthy.
He looks happy and like...
Yeah.
Like and mentally, he looks in a good shape. You know,
he looks extremely healthy. He really does.
He looks like a guy who is sober and doing very well, which is nice. And we can't recommend this show enough. It's fucking awesome. It's moving. You see a side to Tyson. This is what I would love to ask you, but it was just so quick about him being so silly on stage. Like, he really is silly, and just like the goofy guy you're listening to now.
That's his
with the
personality.
News. Yeah.
But when he was fighting, the first thing we learned about Mike Tyson is he's an animal attack dog. When he would fucking bolt out of that corner and just pound the person and knock him out, that's all you knew. So the whole story that built up around that was all you knew of him. And then you realize, no, this is a guy that likes a good funny dick joke and fucking goofing around on the news and shit like that. Yeah, that kind of got lost in the fact that he was such a great fighter.
Yeah.
Who do I see? Oh, I think I see Iron Mike Tyson. That is Iron Mike Tyson and fucking blubbery Roland.
Jesus.
Iron Mike. How can you tell who's who? And Marshmallow Roland. What the fuck? What? He's not Iron Mike.
He takes that very seriously.
I know. Iron Mike and Mushy Roland.
Yes. Iron Mike and Wrinkled Roland.
There he comes. Look at that, the champ.
Yeah, that's always impressive when you see
He's
him.
like a rock, man. He's just fucking like, look at his arms. Like fucking eggplants, them arms. Yeah. Holy fuck.
Fuck yeah.
Holiday hams. Iron Mike Tyson!
How you doing?
How you doing, Mike?
What's up, Mikey?
I live in this cruel world I'm living in.
What?
Look at your hairdo. Look at your hair. You got black in you.
We've been saying it for years.
Yeah.
For years.
Don't try to hide, huh?
If
you can hide that stuff.
Mike, if he says he doesn't, put some in him.
He's related to Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah.
For real.
And you know what Jefferson was doing,
right?
Yeah, with that, what was that lady named Sally Hemming?
Yeah.
Sally.
That's
Sally.
that whole string of families
Mustang
that were
Sally.
They were ruining the reunions down there.
Oh yeah, fuck the reunions. First they say, hey, well, we're gonna accept them. And they say, hey, we're not gonna accept those niggers. No, because this guy couldn't keep his dick in his pants. Fucking dumb fuck.
It was some nice cotillion, and then it turned into a cookout.
Yeah, man. It's okay.
But he's related for real.
He's from Virginia.
No, here, New York.
Yeah.
No,
listen. Look at this. He looked like a fucking founding father.
Yeah.
If you look at a picture of the square forehead.
Yeah.
The founding father, dude.
Yeah, well, Sam definitely did. We did a test on him. We did a genetics test or whatever, but then it said it was all East, but it's the whole thing's a lie.
Yeah, it was all.
Fixed it.
It was
I
all
think it's
a lot of
bullshit.
bullshit in there.
Yeah, it's crap.
Mike, you wrote a hell of a book, man.
Well,
holy shit, 600, 700 pages.
Hey, what's that shit with me on television? What's that about?
Oh shit.
That's a NASDAQ shit?
Yeah.
NASDAQ.
You're on the NASDAQ today. I don't know what that was.
I always confuse NASDAQ with the racing shit. What's that?
NASCAR. NASDAQ.
NASCAR.
It's all the same.
How was the library
Jesus
last night?
Christ.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Well, what did you do? Was it a Q&A?
No, it was just me and the gentleman that owns the library discussing things, issues, and my life, my book, and history.
They're still using that Dewey Decimal System over there?
Tell me about the
Card catalog?
No, we're just talking shit.
Is that it?
Shit.
Who owns the library? Is there a guy that actually owns the New York
Mr.
Public
Library.
You know, whoever owns it.
Library guy.
Rich Jewish wasp. A Jewish wasp guy.
Jewish wasp
guy.
Yeah.
One of those rich.
Yeah, the guy who loves himself and hates himself and loves himself and hates himself. Yeah,
Wow, yeah.
I'm about about 250 pages in. I didn't finish it yet, and I've said it. It's the best biography I've ever read.
Cold blooded.
It's completely honest. Completely.
Yeah, you let it
honest.
out. You let it out, Mike.
Scary stuff.
Damn,
It's an
right?
amazing life.
I hated it. I didn't want to do this. Like a year or so ago, Ratzel came to me and then he asked me something about my marriage. And I said, hey, fuck this. This is too heavy, dude.
Oh, shit.
I'll see you later. Come back tomorrow. And I haven't seen him for like a year and a half.
What happened with, we get to ask you too at the press conference. It was really, you were talking about Teddy Atlas, your old trainer. And then we get on these verbal things. We're just talking for a second. All of a sudden, you're at this place where you're about you realize you're confessing that you had been using this whole time, and like what happened in that moment where you just?
Well, I don't know. You know, I'm a recovering addict, and that's just what happens. I go from one tantrum to another within tenths of a second, and I say, "Fuck, hey, I'm really not being honest. I'm really being a schmuck, and I've been getting high for 6 days, I've been drinking and stuff. So, because people are starting to invest in me and stuff, and I want you guys to know what you're getting now, and so I don't want to be lying again because have my whole life was a lie, pretty much. So I just want to tell you, this is what's happening. So if you want to take your goodies away, just take them away. I'm always trying to destroy myself some kind of way, too.
Jeez.
Yeah. But shit, I'm just happy. I it kills me more to have that lie more so than this, to have a lot of material things. I just don't want to be that in the feeling that you piece of shit. Because I'm the first one to say, you just a piece of shit. You still lying. And my inner demons tell me, you got these white people fooled, but you don't got me fooled. You're not shit. You ain't shit.
Yeah, it affects you personally. At some point, even if you're saying fuck everyone else, you're lying to yourself. It's a tough one.
Yeah, and person with demons, them things bother you.
Personal
they
demons.
Need to shut the fuck up.
They don't
I know.
Stop. They don't stop.
Oh, I know.
They don't stop. They say you're just a phony. You just want people to love you and like you.
Oh man.
And nobody's love can fix it. That's the thing. People take it personally who are close to us. Like, how come I've given you everything and it doesn't, I love you and I can lie to your face. For me, it was sex more. I can just lie and mean it and it doesn't mean anything.
Oh, man. Yeah. Sex does that to you. Too much of it does that to you. You just want that feeling. You want that any cost. I love you. Take my money. You fucking bitch. Get away from me. Yeah. But at that moment, when you're in that moment, you take everything. My money. You want the keys in my car. Take my deed. Fuck you. Bitch, you disgusting. Get out of here.
Yeah. You pick her up, try shaking it out.
Shit.
Yeah. Fuck. It does feel good to come inside, though. It's really hard not to. That's a really difficult one. There's something about that, especially knowing she's not on the pill. There's a risk in that.
Jesus.
Because it's a form of destroying yourself, because you might get a prostitute pregnant. Else you might get the venereal disease and the baby come out with 3 heads and and a hermaphrodite. It's just, what the fuck? That's cool.
Yeah.
Because you feel that you're a piece of shit, because that's what you feel like. You feel like you're not worth anything. Even because you have all the money in the world, you don't deserve this. You're not worth anything. So you screw people who you think is disgusting because you feel this is what you're worth.
Do you know how much a prostitute would feel like they won the lottery if they got pregnant off of, a Mike Tyson or something? That would be like, oh my God, I hit the lottery.
I'm sure that happened before. I'm pretty sure that happened before.
I gotta think girls were trying to get pregnant when they were with you, Mike.
Oh.
Hey man,
that's the easy road.
Yeah,
for some people, right?
Yeah, shit. Well,
that's when you come in low with some body blows.
Right. Jeez.
Hey, that's just what it is, man.
Were you careful out there because you knew you were aware of that?
Never careful. Nothing turned me on more than to have sex with strangers.
Yeah.
Somebody I met 5 minutes ago with a big coleslaw on their lip and nose covered. I see that come from the nose to the lip. It's running. The door is just extending.
Oh my God.
Extending it almost to the chin.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
Holy shit.
Man, and it's fucking leaking a little.
Yeah.
Suck up all those fluids.
Oh my God.
Like it's an animal.
Holy shit, that's hilarious.
Those fluids. I love this fucking show. I could do this. I could do this in this show.
Did you ever tell? I found myself telling like girls, like hookers or dirty girls, that I loved them and I cared about them.
No, you gotta listen. I said, listen, bitch. During this process, I'm gonna tell you that I might love you. Don't take it personal. I just love to hear the fact. I love the act of love. I'm gonna say I love you a couple times. So don't be thinking I really love you.
Damn.
Okay, so you say, all right, you ready? Okay. Oh, baby, I just really love you. Oh, baby, please. Oh, God, you make. Oh, I love being with you. Oh man, let me. Oh God, I got fucking the ass now.
That is showing love right there.
Love without a condom, please. Imagine this is some shit. I asked the protocol, how much can I put to pay you to fuck you out of condom?
Wow.
It's some really dark
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's some more stuff.
There's
I was
a
in a
price
Brazilian
for everything,
whorehouse.
though.
I was in a Brazilian whorehouse, and I was fucking
They're
a girl.
awesome. They're the best. No, because they look awesome. You never see people like this. God, why don't people like this have morals? People with bodies like this don't have fucking morals. Why can't I find somebody like this with morals with this body? Fuck. That care about want to go to school. They got more than a fucking kindergarten education. And their mothers, fuck, man. Why? It's truthful, right? Most of the girls you see you like, and they have beautiful bodies, they're really fucking dirt poor. You know what I mean? You wind up, it's really bad stuff.
Oh, man.
I didn't like that you couldn't communicate in English, though. There's something about the dirty talk or the communication that I like to have back and forth. When they didn't speak English, it made it a little harder for me to enjoy it.
No. Because sex was just an international language, hey, yeah, no.
Right.
No.
I guess that's no. Yeah, that sounds like no.
There was a Brazilian, she was a hooker, and I was fucking without a rubber in the whorehouse.
I love you so much. He's so self-destructive. Yeah. He's a beautiful, listen, this guy's a beautiful guy. I know him. But besides this, and I don't know him this way, but I know he's a beautiful guy, very generous, but we just destroy himself for that quick
for that moment
of gratification.
Yep.
Yeah, you have to have it.
There's no logic
You
to
have
it.
to have it. He's a highly successful rate type of guy, but a highly self-destructive kind of guy.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm the same way. we live by rushes, right?
Yeah.
The rush, and then after it's over, fuck, I got AIDS.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
The
what happened?
demons. Those personal demons.
Okay, I got AIDS. Okay, all right.
Jesus.
Got AIDS. You have children?
No kids, no.
Oh, fuck. Once you have children, you got to think, now that's another that's another torture trip on you. Holy shit. I got to be responsible now. I can't fuck the neighbor's wife because my kids are going to have a bad, they're going to go to school, they're going to wind up seeing a psychiatrist and shit.
That's his responsibility.
Oh, fuck.
It's like, well, I got kids. I can't fuck the neighbor's wife.
Oh,
That's,
God. The kids are going to go to school together, and the other kids going to kick my kid's ass because I got his mother's pregnant, and fuck.
Holy shit, yeah.
That scares me to have kids for that reason. It's like you know that you now have something they can hold over you, but I have no responsibility to anyone.
Man, listen, but life is about responsibilities. You never know who you truly are unless you have those responsibilities and you're back against the wall. Of course, no one cares about themselves. No one cares about themselves, really. If I die, fuck it. At least I lived my life. But now you can't say, fuck, I can't even die because I got these little motherfuckers.
You got kids,
You can't even die with dignity because I got these guys. I got to make sure they get a good education and stuff.
Yeah, now
I got to wipe their ass. I got to go to the store. I got to go to Vaughn's. I find myself going to Vaughn's buying egg whites and stuff like that, and sausages for the kids before they go to school.
Oh, shit.
Some way you lose a form of dignity. Oh, God. I'm no longer the baddest man on the planet. I'm going to school shopping for these little snotty-nosed fuckers that don't appreciate me.
That's good to know Tyson has to deal with all that.
Oh, shit.
God damn, man.
Can I say the turn on too? And by the way, in fucking this girl without a condom, I did it twice, 2 days in a row. I saw her. She kept going, "You special."
Yeah, you want people to love you, but you want them to love you at your terms. You want them to love you, but you want them to love you and say, "Fuck it, I'll take that bullet for you." It's good, because now that you're dead, I don't got to deal with that responsibility of you loving me no more. Now I'll find someone else. Imagine how the pharaohs felt. I don't got to respond to nobody. If you die, fuck you. I fuck someone else.
Yeah.
I just be with someone else.
Not much responsibility.
Yeah. Oh, imagine if you had a girlfriend or somebody that was tight with you, or you were married to you. And fuck you, yes, no. Oh. And you can't really go out. And if you go out, you got to fuck. And she might kill herself. Fuck. And shit. Or she might burn my fucking clothes up. Or
burn your house down. Yeah.
Fuck. You can't leave her alone, so you're with her all the time. That's the reason that you stay with her all the time. She might burn the fucking house down. So don't.
Or she might have figured out my email password, so I got to fucking make sure I'm by the computer.
Isn't
so
that awesome when you always have to hide other girls and you got to find a way to do it? And you got to tell your friend when you're with your wife, get that number for me.
Oh, shit.
Always have a chaperone, get that bitch your number.
Or you put them under
wingman.
guys' names, or you put, like, if the girl's name
they
is
know
Julie.
that one. These fucking girls are good.
I know.
Fucking
They wonder why I'm texting my cock to a guy, and I'm like, no,
Yeah.
it's Frank, my friend.
Frank is measuring it. He's telling me ways to make it longer. He's telling me ways to make it bigger for you. I'm doing it for you. I want to hit that
pleasure.
special spot. I'm going to hit that spot.
It's Dr. Frank. Yeah, fucking, or you put Frank and Julie, you put the girl's name with the guy's name in front of it. It's,
Julie is the fucking middle name. He's Jewish. His name is Jules, okay? It's Jules. Frankie Jules.
Did you lay off sex before fighting? Because that's an old myth that you can't fuck before you fight.
sometimes it's good. Sometimes, it depends on the person.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just feel intense and boom, you get that nut. Hey, I'm pretty loose. I'm going to fuck him up.
Yeah, it was always the myth that it would take your legs out
Right.
from under you. Yeah, yeah.
It would take
No,
the
huh?
energy.
No,
Yeah.
people
Obviously not.
So fighting is psychological. Life is psychological.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just how you perceive it, I believe.
There's a picture in the book of you at 13, which amazes me that you're only 13 there. You look like a grown man.
Yeah, I would look like this at 13. and
Pretty
12.
much.
Jesus.
Yeah. I guess everybody thought I was gonna be tall, but I stopped growing.
Right.
And that's something. It's a fucking
How tall are you? 5'10", 5'11"?
10 and a half.
And it's funny you mentioned the height too. There was one, because the stuff with Cuss, I think, is some of the best stuff in the book. It's like you touch on it in the store in the one man show, but the book goes. There's so much you learn about that relationship and living there. And at one point, he mentioned something about you. He wished you were taller, and like you said, that really.
He
hurt
wished I
you.
was bigger.
Oh, was that you were a bigger guy?
Like Ken Norton and Mike Weaver was just Hercules. Mike Weaver was just massively muscular guys.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I said, you watch. He said, because they would be intimidated of your physique. And I said, you watch, because one day the whole world's going to be afraid of me.
Yeah.
Because he was really, he had the science of intimidation and fear down to he had it down to a pack, man. He just knew that stuff. Because he was a very tiny man, but he was very ferocious. Mm-hmm. He knew how to, he just even at 70, just turns right away and take a
Wow.
wolfman. Hey, it's right within a tenth of a second.
Were you scared? Were you scared of him?
Hell yeah.
Really? Even though physically you could take him.
Yeah, no, that doesn't, psychologically it won't. He didn't have to do it. He could just say something, I would just feel bad.
Wow,
Me disappointing him.
Wow.
Him being disappointed and feeling let down by me would kill me.
Yeah, it's worse than a punch, right?
My whole objective was to make him happy. As long as he was around the house happy, talking about me. Oh, man, Mike, you're the best. My son is the best fighter in the world. There's no one in the country. He's the national champion. When he was talking about me and proud about me, I felt on cloud nine.
Yeah.
When he was down, the whole house was down. When he was happy, the whole house was happy.
Yeah. Wow.
But that's a good thing
huge
for a trainer
presence,
to
yeah.
have, the ability to deflate you or get you to do something just by being disappointed, because you can't bully a fighter.
You know how people achieve in life? Yes, you can, though, but they achieve by having good mentors, by wanting to make their mentors happy. And if you can make your good mentors happy, then you're happy. That's just so awesome. That's what
Right.
a good mentor is. It's by pleasing that guy, finding somebody that you want to make happy. Either you find that in good ways or bad ways. If you could please that guy, you're successful. Even if it's good or bad, you're very successful by pleasing your mentor and by looking up to your mentor and trying to make him happy.
Speaking of that,
Yep.
how would your life be different if he lived, let's say, another 5 years?
Well, I would still, listen, I'm 47, I was still fighting. If Cuss is still living, I'll be still. Cuss, he didn't believe in age. He believed in your spirit. Fighting. He believed fighting was a spirit. If you had the spirit to fight, you could continue to fight. You say, look, you never took a beating. These guys are comatose. They've been knocked out cold and they're still fighting, Mike. You should still be fighting, Mike. Mike, matter of fact, let me pick your fighters, Mike. Okay, let me pick them for you. Now.
Wow.
Let me pick the fights. You can still be fighting.
Yeah.
So you have no doubt you would have fought a lot longer.
He inspired me.
Right.
I would want to fight. It wasn't like he'd be pushing me. I was like, okay, Cuss. Yeah. He was the guy who knew how to press those buttons and make me believe I can conquer the world.
That whole intimidation factor thing, you wound up being an expert at that. That's for sure. Ooh, wait. You wound
Remember
up
she
being
was
an
in that
expert at
show?
Who was that?
Showgirl, remember? Elizabeth.
Oh, that was Elizabeth
Tell me her name.
Berkeley?
Berkeley, yeah.
That was her?
Okay.
That was her?
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, she was in that movie where she
That
was
was
a
so
stripper.
cool. With the other
That was
awesome
good.
chick, too. What was her name? Come on, Gershon.
Gina.
Gershon.
Yeah.
Gina.
Definitely. Yeah, you would come out, and obviously before you even got in the ring, the other fighter
got your
was
money's
intimidated.
worth.
They were intimidated.
Right.
And that's what just Cuss' thing. More so being a great. He said, intimidate. The major fact of intimidation was basically pulverizing the guy. But the fact that you started off with just being a very ominous person.
Yeah.
But I wasn't smart enough to take it out of my personal life. I was that guy. Well, the fights are over real quick, so I'm still pretty pumped. So I want to fight somebody outside too. I wish I wasn't that way and stuff.
But people had no clue about the real Mike Tyson. They didn't know you, your sense of humor. They didn't know what you liked to do in your personal life that wasn't self-destructive. I remember watching fights and just going, oh my God, here's this guy that goes out and beats the fucking shit out of people. And that's all anyone knew of you. Was that frustrating at all? Did you want people to know more about
that stage in my life? I wanted everybody to be.
You wanted just fear, right?
Yes, I think I was a monster.
Wow.
Yeah, because you're hilarious, and we just never saw that when you were fighting. You were always so intense.
The other fighters were never laughing in the ring.
Oh, God, no.
Well, that's what 50 Cent was telling me that. Right? He was saying, now, listen, Mike, because I started acting. Somebody said, see, normally they always saw you with your war face on. They never saw you like this. It was going to be tough. You had to change it around. But he was always telling me that. And I never thought about that. He had to tell me that. I said, listen, the reason why people are a little hesitant and apprehensive is because they never saw you like this. They always saw you with your war face on.
I was surprised too how much you you talk a lot about crying and being emotional and all these things that would go back and you would cry about, and it was like you seem to have always been that guy, but just hit it really well, like a guy who was affected and sensitive to things, but just nobody had any idea about that.
Well, Cus didn't like that stuff that was sensitive. He thought a fighter should have no emotion,
old school
no emotion.
Thought
I never
on that,
saw him cry. I never saw him show emotions like that until he was dying. Because the only reason he was mad because he wanted to marry his life love Camille Ewald, and he was mad he couldn't marry her because he had tax problems.
Oh shit!
And he was just back then. If you marry somebody, you had to take their problems on and all that crap.
Oh right.
Almost like the pharaohs. If you die, your pharaoh died. You got to go in the tomb with him. Right? you gotta go with him.
Is that what happened? To help him?
If you're hanging out in the marketplace shopping, the pharaoh died. Oh no! You gotta go be embalmed in there with his slaves, with his eunuch slaves, right? What's the word? The eunuch?
Yeah.
You gotta go in there with those guys, and nothing's happening if you're in the mood.
Man! Wow!
There was
what a bitch.
Dude, that sucks. The part I actually was on a plane reading about Cus being in the hospital, and I cried. I was really, really sad. And there's nothing worse than crying on a plane because it's fucking humiliating. Because you can't go anywhere, and you got to put your sunglasses on, and it just balls up behind your eyes. You close your eyes behind sunglasses, and then if you move, it's just going to go down your fat face.
Why don't you wipe your eyes?
Because you can't
hide a good cry.
No, because people look at you and they see you reading, and then you're just dabbing your eyes like fucking someone's grandmother. It was truly embarrassing.
Wow.
But that was really fucking.
Deep.
It was great. Yeah, it was really, really good.
Man,
no question. We were just saying it was great.
Thank you.
Yeah,
the male stewardess was laughing at you.
Yeah, I mean, I tend to react.
How were you in school? What was going on with you in school?
I was the funny guy. I did not get a lot of girls, and I didn't wash my hair a lot. I had a lot of dandruff. I was a very dirty young man.
Dandruff.
Whacking and jack.
Non-stop. I went to school across the street. I'd walk home on lunch, jerk off, and then feel tremendous guilt and walk back like the whole school knew I had just jerked off.
Well, they probably did.
Yeah, they probably did. It was probably still all of my fucking clothes.
They didn't know anybody that you fucked.
He's got to be jerking off. Yeah, walk back with your dick still hanging out.
Yeah,
Jimmy.
I was a terrible student. I dropped out. He dropped out of high school.
Yeah, I was, the old.
Can't do it sometimes.
I just didn't have the time
in what they
or
were
energy.
Teaching,
Nothing.
Garbage.
I had no interest in.
If they were teaching broadcasting on the radio, maybe you would have liked that stuff.
Maybe I would have. Yeah, stuff like that. I liked science and stuff, but I liked just hanging out and learning the shit. I didn't like the tests and the fucking structure of it. Like if I wanted
I had the test, I had the cheat sheet and still failed. I had the cheat sheet and
still failed. Yeah. I wanted to learn shit just because I wanted to learn it. I didn't want to be tested on it. I didn't want to pass or fail. Or
that's stupid.
And the structure of school is what fucked me up. And pot. I smoked a lot of pot in high school,
pot.
When you have all good intentions, and then after a couple of joints, you really just want to lay down and watch cartoons.
Not do too many joints. It's like one couple of hits, and now you're ready.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Ready.
Well, that wasn't happening. I smoked a lot of weed back in high school.
Who is we as human beings? Some things that we can conceive in our minds, and some things that we can't.
Yeah.
Is that the process of us coming from animals to human beings, and some things take longer for us to learn than some animals. Like some dogs learn faster than other dogs and stuff.
Yeah, I think we're pretty similar to that whole thing. I think there's some instincts in there that some people are better at than others, and and learning, common sense. Things like that.
Well, the same as dogs, though. When you look at it like as an addict, like a dog comes, like whenever you walk in the door, the fucking dog runs over because he knows the treat giver is there.
Here.
I mean, that's the same way we are. It's like if I get hooked on something, it's like I go to the same place, the same thing, ritual every time. I used to get hookers. I would ride around. They had to get in my car, the fucking right side of my car. They had to approach the right side, my passenger window, or I wouldn't talk to them.
The hell is that about?
It's this ritualistic fucking thing.
Why not the left side, though?
I don't know.
You never figured that out?
I liked it to feel seductive.
Were you worried they were going to do something to you?
It's like with drugs as well. You don't feel good. You're miserable until you get the drug. You're high without even using them because you know you're going to get high.
You're going to get high.
So you're really high and stuff. And then the guy calls and says, I just got pulled over. The possibility they found the fucking dope.
Oh.
And then you come down and you're like, fuck this shit.
This guy fucked my whole buzz up.
Yeah.
Well, even when you're high, the rest of the night is dedicated to trying to feel as good as you did when you first got high that evening.
And
you never fucking get it.
You never get it. Next thing you know, you wake up with some weird people. Whoa!
Weird
shit. Did you touch me? Did I touch you?
Oh, shit, yeah.
It rules.
God damn it. Yep.
You grew up in a pretty, I was reading the childhood stuff, but usually childhood stuff in a biography, you're like, all right, but this was fucking, I could not get enough of the childhood stuff. Holding a gun at like 8, 9 years old, you had a pistol?
Jesus.
Yeah, a little cheap-ass 38.
At 8, 9 years old.
Yeah, it's
Can't
different.
even imagine that.
It's just what you do. It's just what you do. It's the older people in your life, that's what they do. That's the end of this. You're watching them do things in the street. You're watching them snatch things. And these are people who are nice. This is Uncle such and such, your aunt this and that. And they're good people to you. But to some other parts of the world, they're
not so good. Wow.
And your mother and her boyfriend, there was really good stuff about... you saw her throw boiling water on him?
Yeah, she scalded him with boiling water.
Wow.
And what did you say, like, he went to the liquor store for her or something, and then you're like, that's explained my dysfunction with women?
No, after she did this stuff and they would have fights, he would go and buy her liquor and cigarettes, like, reward her for doing fucked up shit.
Wow, what the hell is that about?
Because he may say, well, I've did bad things to her, too, so this is,
make up for it.
This is crazy. But this is how I live my life,
a little dysfunctional, yeah. A little bit.
You would think this is your worst enemy, but I love them. Please don't leave me. Don't leave me. I know I punch you in the face, baby, but don't leave me. Take my money. Take my wallet. Please take my car.
Yeah.
Don't go.
Wow, yeah.
You're comfortable in that fucking unhappiness.
Right.
And then when things are going well, you say, this is not normal. This is sick.
You start getting uncomfortable when it gets too normal.
This is really sick. My kids are in a great school.
Right.
Their mother's doing well. We have maids, we have servants and stuff, but this is not cool. I gotta screw the maid. I gotta do something else. I gotta screw the maid. I gotta screw the maid's daughter.
You gotta fuck
something.
things up.
This is just too good. Maybe I get her pregnant and we have a real big Brady bunch.
Arnold Schwarzenegger wound up doing that. Fuck the maid, and look what happened. Made a little Arnold. Yeah, that's wow. Did you look though? Was there any sense of that isn't right? As a kid, you're seeing all this fucked up shit going around, and I understand it's like, well, that's the way things are. But was there anything in your head that made you think, wow, there's something wrong here?
Well, not really, because if you think about it, the biggest stars in the world, old grown men, people who you think were supposed to be respected, they've done it before you. Maybe older guys who were successful and they were saying, hey, this is how you treat a woman, or this is what you do, or don't let it get the upper hand. And this is just what it's always been. It's always been a male misogynist kind of world, especially in America. It's always been that kind of male-orientated, don't let that bitch play you. You the man of the house. She's from your rib. God made her from your rib, nigga. Shit.
I read that in the Bible. Right.
Just like that.
Just like that,
yeah,
verbatim.
Exactly.
They're pimping in the Bible. Yeah. That's when normally you see preachers and stuff, it's like preacher/pimps because they dress the same, drive the same car, look
That's
the way
funny. Yeah, they do.
Greasy hair, the looking good. You think about it.
Yeah.
You think about it.
Pimping up there in the church. church.
And most pimps know the Bible real well.
Yeah.
But you escaped all that and made something of yourself.
No, maybe I don't know. Did I escape it?
I think so.
Did I escape it?
For the most part,
maybe
yeah.
Physically, I escaped. My parents escaped that.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not in the same vernacular. I'm not in the same neighborhood.
Right.
But I still have the same characteristics.
Well, you used to go back to the neighborhood when you started making it too.
Absolutely.
You did what? You were just addicted to going back to that world, or
Yes,
have you ever tried to figure that one out?
No, it's my insecurities. You know, I just want them to know they're never tougher than me.
Yeah.
Right? Even though I have this, I'll still stomp you down. I just always had that mentality. I never wanted to be bullied again. I never wanted to think, because I'm not in this environment, you could just say, oh, he's soft now. I never wanted to have that appearance that he's soft now. He can't come to Brownsville no more. You know, I always wanted to know that I'm always here, and there's always a possibility that I'll do something real bad to you.
Wow, damn.
It seems.
I was going to say there's also something about going back home. You're coming from
There's
a
always
place.
something to fucking prove. I don't care if it's a white neighborhood or
You're right.
there's always
That's
something you
it.
have to prove.
You're leaving there with these dreams and hopes that you're going to do something.
And
when you
think
finally
they want you
do
to,
it,
they want you to fail.
Right.
Because I don't care what neighborhood, what nationality.
Yep.
They come out, oh, you thought you were going to make it. Now you're back.
Yeah,
Huh?
look
You're
where
back
you
with
are,
us.
you
Yeah.
fucking piece of shit. Yeah. So when you go back, it's almost like, yeah, fuck you. Look what I did. But it doesn't help. It doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
One cares.
But, it's only within your own head that existence exists.
But you don't have to physically travel back home to resolve that in your own head. You know,
Well, you never know. For some people, they do.
Yeah.
But were you going back there when you were really famous?
Yeah. Wow. With my Rolls Royce, no bodyguard.
Wow. Yeah.
You know, and I'm one of the guys. And then you always in our neighborhood, is always the doggy dog. You always have to, and that's crazy when I think about. That's why you always have to have that that feeling or that aura that I will still do something very bad to you.
Right.
You always have to have that.
It's amazing to me how many times you almost blew it. Like when I'm reading the book, there's a lot of times you went back and these things that you almost did when you were starting to get really famous about you were going to rob houses and that your friend.
Yeah.
He saved you, and it's like no matter how well you're doing, there's that part that almost wanted to self-destruct.
There's always you know, in every neighborhood, there's always somebody that probably had played sports and you never knew he played sports, or he almost had it, or he did something and he lost it. And he said, hey, listen, man, don't do this. And he said, you know, Mike, I used to play, I used to box. I didn't have it, but I almost made it, man. But I got caught up with drugs. I got caught up with this case or something, man. And they said, go back to those white people, man. They love you. Trust me.
Go back to those white people.
Man, I wish I had some white people that loved me.
God
That's
damn.
just what they say in our
That's pretty
in our
much what it
neighborhood.
is. Right.
That's what it is.
Damn.
That's unbelievable.
It makes you wonder how many people almost made it out
Right.
and went back one too many times and didn't.
Right.
Oh, absolutely. Somebody may have killed them. I always remember the gentleman Lynn Bias. He went back to celebrate and died of a drug overdose.
Yeah.
You know?
Remember
Our
that
demons
one.
always follow us. I don't care who you are, how successful you are. That's why they're demons. They don't go anywhere. They never leave. Even if you have them under control, they're still there.
It's still there,
They
right
never
over
go.
your shoulder.
Demons don't go
just waiting.
anywhere.
That's
Whoever say
fucked up.
they killed their demons are lying. They never leave. They never leave.
A constant battle. Yeah.
Yes.
God damn, man.
I'm amazed at the bullying too. There's a lot of stuff about being bullied as a kid. It's you know, it was real bullying and horrible bullying, and the things that they would call you, and just it's hard to picture you going through that as a person.
You know, when I was younger, you know, I always hung out with my sister and her friends. My brother's 5 years older, and I was overweight. You know, like I said, I was chubbier, and I would look like this, you know, little kid. And these people would just always call me fairy, would kick my ass, just talk crazy to me. I never fought before. You know what I mean? But something that was just so weird, you know, that it's really strange. I was just good at fighting. Soon, no one had to teach me. Boom, I just.
Oh, so when you had to fight, you
even
were
though I didn't know the punch
good
I
at
was throwing, the tension, I grab him, bite him.
It's like,
And
fuck.
it just came on natural.
Don't mess with this
It was
fucking
natural.
kid anymore.
That's why I realized some things do come, fighting do come natural. We're born to fight. We're born to be killers. You know, we just, some people transform into something else they don't want to do, but we're born to do this stuff, I believe, to defend ourselves.
There was the one story you told. There was one of the worst ones where
what is that bullshit? What does it say right there? This is a strange
Mike Tyson, former boxing champion.
You're doing the closing bell today.
Oh, fuck, nigga. Nigga.
Please say that there. Please yell that.
Nigga.
Yeah, they get the big celebrities to do the closing bell. You're doing it today.
You know, it'd be really funny.
I was just never one of the end celebrities. I was always like the black celebrity. The black celebrity say, no, we're going to stay away from this. White people won't like us if we're with Mike. Let's stay away.
Right when the bell rings, just turn around and clock the head of NASDAQ right in the head.
Oh,
you fucker!
Like you think it's the fucking bell. Ding, ding, bam! Oh, that'd be a great news story for the night.
Oh, that would be some beautiful shit. I probably have no bail when I get in jail.
Yeah, that'd be a rough one.
Mike's promoting, by the way, Undisputed Truth. The Undisputed Truth. His book is out. I'm about 350 pages into it. It's absolutely amazing. And there's book signings, too. Today, if you want to meet Mike and get a book signed, go down to the Barnes & Noble in Union Square at 12:30 this afternoon. It's a massive Barnes & Noble.
Fifth Avenue? Fifth Avenue.
Yes, Fifth.
There'll be plenty of room to stand inside. If it's cold, you'll still be able to get it. But get there early. Don't be a dummy and fucking show up at 12:20 and expect to get online right up front.
You're going to have to get there early.
And the next week, the 25th, or in 12 days, 7 o'clock at Barnes & Noble.
What do you do now?
LA.
Right now, you're like, how old are you now?
I'm 45.
45, huh? So you're dealing with that middle-age crisis, so you're trying to fuck it out of you, right? That's what it is. When you get that middle-age crisis, you just want to stroke. Oh, I'm sorry. You just want to stroke. Them strokes going to get that pain. Oh, I'm too old.
I'm not even fucking it out of me. I'm just tugging it out of myself. I wish I had the dignity of fucking it. I'm just pulling it out of my own dick and then closing the text message. It really is a detached, awful cyber existence.
Closing the text.
Yeah, there's no real interaction with anybody.
Check this out. Have you found anybody that just knocked you off your feet lately?
Yeah, I found a few. Over the years.
No, it's always going to be that one that just say, hey, this is crazy. This is where a really piggish, chauvinistic instincts come in. Hey, I don't want no one else to do what I'm doing to her. You just come over here and hang out here for a while.
It's not so much that I don't want to do this to anyone else. You don't want her doing it to anyone else.
Absolutely. Yeah. But listen, that's just what happens to people who've been single for a long time until we find out something that's not good with these people and we can throw them back into the little fish shell there. But other than that, man, we should hold on to them and see what happens. A little magic might work there.
Yeah.
But I think this guy, he don't want to believe in this stuff, but I think he'd be an awesome, responsible guy because he's an extremist and shit with all that stuff. And I believe if he focused that on just really caring about an entity and stuff, he'd be a monster.
Oh, Jimmy is really a solo kind of guy.
Mike thinks about sex a lot.
Yeah,
a lot.
He wants to believe that because he doesn't believe that he'll do well in it. He's scared to go through and make the mistakes as far as the relationship is concerned. He's scared of the mistakes because we're all going to make mistakes.
I love psychoanalyzing Jimmy with Mike Tyson. This is great.
Yeah, but he's right. I mean, I'm very bad at that stuff.
Because you've chosen a career path that is very solo, stand-up comedy. I think you're very caring and stuff, but you don't want kids because you don't like changing anything that you think might be detrimental to your career or self.
Or sexual addiction. And it's also unselfish, so it's like you don't want to put somebody else through that. Like, I know how I am, and I don't want to be.
But there's people that want to be a part of that with you. They just go through that with you. Ain't that some bullshit?
Yeah.
You want to go through this painful life with you.
Who
and they
wants
have a
to
great,
do that?
stable life. You want to endure this shit, but maybe that stable life is not cool for them. They want to help somebody. They want to help you, Jimmy.
I've had girls.
They want to save you.
I've had girls tell me their like problems and really very emotional stuff, and I've caught myself like darting my eyes off to the television. That just proves right there I have
like
no
this.
fucking compassion.
I'm like the hump bench. Just keep your problem to yourself, okay? But don't tell me your problems, okay? Because I got my own. If your problems intertwine with mine, I might kill you, okay?
Mike, how do you get girls in prison? That amazes me.
Man.
Well,
how did that all come about?
Okay. Well, people, believe it or not, I was Mike Tyson, and people kind of like wrote me pen pal letters when I was in jail,
And you just get a lot of people to look the other way.
And they said, no one always got in trouble because I touched and kissed too much and stuff.
Right.
But it was a guy in prison. There's always some fucking white guy in these prisons that just got the system down packed. Even though he's always in fucking prison, he always get caught, but he got the system packed down. He said, this is what you do. You have them come, to some dress that they wear. The summer dress they wear, and the buttons in the front, right? You remember the buttons, of course, in the front. Have them wear it backwards. No underwear unless sometimes they check for underwear, and you got to come to prison with underwear. Make the underwear crotchless. They never check the fucking crotchless underwear.
Shit.
Oh, these fucking guys,
Wow.
That's why your white guys run the country, because your motherfuckers think of this shit. Right? So, and then, no, serious, right? Who would think? Only some white motherfucker think of this shit, right? And, but really, right? And I'm like, you listen, man. Are you listening, Mike? All right, listen, all right? Fuck, all right, listen, damn, I'm gonna get in trouble for this, all right? So, man, how I know I got 3 of my wives pregnant. I got 3 fucking kids since I've been in prison. Okay, so listen.
Man.
So he goes like this. He said, you have them turn around, and you have them. The best, you have to unbutton the top, and they come for that quick couple of seconds. They can give you a kiss and sit on your lap, and you have them come in and kiss you, sit on you, put them right on there, and you choke. And you gotta come real quick, because you haven't had sex in a long time. Unless you've been jerking off. You've been jerking off, Mike? Don't do that. But when you're gonna come real quick, hit, and then that's it, Mike. Then you sit down, and you continue the conversation, or else you ask her to dismiss. One or the other. But if I was you, I'd take advantage of the hour and have a conversation. You might get hard again and try that again. So basically, that's how I did. And then again, I can't believe I'm talking about this shit. Anyway.
Fucking so compelling. Jesus.
It's amazing.
I'm amazed.
Mike is the proverbial perv, okay? So, just had a girlfriend, I had a little counselor there and stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, my
that's
drug
handy.
counselor. So I said, she kept saying, I can help your time, cut some of your time off if you take my test. I said, I don't need your damn test and stuff. And then I knew the possible I could get some. Yes, I think I did have a lot of drinking problems, and I dealt with drugs in the past, and maybe you could work something out and I can get help. Because I tried to take the GET test, and that would take some time, but I fucking failed the test. Okay? I said, fuck, God damn, I can't even pass a fucking
GET.
Fuck.
What happened?
So the counselor, wow.
Yeah, yes. Offered money and stuff.
Oh, man.
I'm always paying, I'm always the quick guy to pay. My mother accept money. Most of the women I know accept money. And if you didn't accept money, I didn't like you. So there's something wrong with you. You got morals? You don't got morals. You got a venereal disease. I don't want to be with you. So,
Everything, obviously you went through a point in your life where you believed everything was for sale.
Everything is for sale, but every price isn't money. Everything.
Right. Okay. All right. Sometimes
everything's
money
for
isn't
sale.
the price. Right.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to love somebody. Sometimes you have to, it's just all not for sale by money. Everybody has a price, but it's not money.
Wow. Yeah. God damn. That is a fucked up little story.
And it's a very
the drug counselor's supposed to fucking be there to, help you out in another way.
She was.
Yeah,
of course. She was
sure
helping
she
him out.
helped him out in that way.
Don't be judgmental,
In that regard.
motherfucker. Fucking judgmental ass motherfucking white people. And you're the one that taught me how to do this shit.
It was you.
Yes. The guy looked
believe
a
me.
lot like you.
Absolutely.
And then you go into detail
judging
about Desiree Washington in the book. Wow.
Yeah,
a lot more than the one-man show, by the way.
Yeah, well,
Because the one-man show is only an hour and a half. You can't really get
By the
into
way, it's on. Sorry to interrupt you. It's on 8 o'clock on HBO Films. Undisputed Truth. It's called. It airs on HBO Saturday, and it's fucking
amazing.
I saw it twice, and it's an amazing.
I haven't seen it on HBO.
Of course not. Of course.
Yeah, I went too.
Amazing.
Jeez. I was there, Mike.
But you don't got the same energy that he's had. He comes up, hey, Mike, I'm really good, Mike. That fucking jittery energy is beautiful shit, man.
Jimmy, and he got the blink down. He's got me. He's
Mike Tyson's Jimmy impression is down. It's great.
I actually went home and he went backstage. I'm like, I don't want to bother him. Just tell him I liked it too. I loved it actually. But you really get into the Desiree Washington stuff in the book, which was
it explains things that you seem like when you hear things on the news, you're like, how does this happen? And then you go through every detail about the fucking. I was so angry reading this book about the fucking defense attorneys and about Desiree, and you explain everything, and it makes complete sense how it happened. Like it's stuff that I had no idea.
Hey,
now
listen, at that time in my life, I was acting like a real prick, So all that stuff with bad karma and stuff, it really came back to haunt me.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
A lot of that bad karma and disrespecting people back then because I'm the fucking baddest man in the planet. It was
right.
Baddest motherfucker, kick your ass. And all that shit just comes back to haunt you, that bad karma. And you run into some other people with some bad shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Did you ever get the feeling that I don't know, society on the whole just wanted to put you in check?
Well, you know,
like this guy's
me feeling sorry for myself. I think that way.
Yeah,
You know,
okay.
I have a lot of that to do with my conduct. You know, I wanted to be a guy uncheckable.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
You talk a lot about yourself too. Like you look back and you're like, I was a selfish pig. I was disgusting. Like you really go back and kind of analyze yourself. You know, in ways that we do that are honest. Like I was behaving a certain way and this is what I was. But it's good to have that ability to see that.
Well, you know, I see that I don't conduct myself that way now, and I see the different results.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and if I was continuing to act in that particular conduct, I would still have the same results.
And were there people back then telling you to act in a specific way, and you would like, hey, fuck you, I know everything?
Pretty much.
And now it's
you
like,
ain't win no motherfucking title, nigga. Fuck you, motherfucker. You ain't never do shit, and you got all the best advice in the world.
Right.
You know, that's...
And then after a few years, like, no, that motherfucker was right. Shit.
And obviously,
no, he wasn't right. I was just wrong. He was never right. I was just wrong.
Without, I mean, we don't have enough time, but I'm assuming that you're relieved that you got the Desiree Washington story now in this book for everyone to read.
Hey, listen,
because there's a lot to it that people just didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
What happened? You're interrupting the Mike Tyson
here comes
interview.
Fucking
Black Jim.
Thomas Jefferson. Black Jim is fucking.
But it's got to be good that it's on the record now. In your words.
I'm just really no. It doesn't mean nothing about that.
No.
I'm just happy that it's over.
Yeah, no shit.
You know, I'm just happy that it's over. It's going to always be there, and regardless of what people think about it, I really that's just not who I am. It's not in my system no more, and I'm just moving on in my life.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, yeah.
I don't have to have no plastics. I believe she had plastic surgery, got changed up jaw. I just don't have to do that. When I come in and walk in the world, I walk who I am. This is me, Mike Tyson. You see, this is what you get, and that's how it's always going to be.
Did you ever see yourself in this position earlier on in your career? Were you ever thinking, wow, when I'm done boxing and I get a little older, maybe I'll wise up a little bit?
No, I didn't think I lived that long.
Oh, really?
Who would want to think about if I was living like a rock star? Who would want to be an old rock star? And then you realize being an old rock star is kind of cool.
Yeah, Mick Jagger still blown.
Yeah. Fuck, Nicky.
Yeah.
He's beautiful. I think Rod Stewart too, right?
Yeah, he's still
Rango, Tango, Django.
Goddamn Mike Tyson. Holy shit.
Do you have people in your life or anyone, because like you said you were using for a long time, I don't know if anybody called you on it. Do you have, like you said, Cuss died and then your sister died, people who would really rip into you when you, and people, you need that, like people who care about you enough to risk losing you. Like,
I don't know. Who's going to tell the youngest heavyweight and the champ what to do? And everybody tell him what he does is great.
No, I mean now. Do you have friends that will go like,
listen,
oh, Mike, stop.
My friends, fuck, my wife would kick me in the ass. My friends, please. My wife is my biggest fucking watchdog, fucking Pitbull City, dude.
Yeah.
Oh.
Man. The day my wife was saying, I almost fell in love with you again when I saw you last night on the stage talking with the owner of the library. And then I realized you're just a manipulator. You're just a manipulator. You don't care. You would have kicked your daughter in the face if she came on stage to steal your thunder. You don't care. You're just selfish and just a megalomania. And I said, where is this coming from? Because you almost had me fooled that you were a wonderful guy. And I said, come on, stop, baby, okay? She was going to bust my chop. She said, the day I was saying, I'm not going today because you're not going to iron my stuff and stuff. I'm not going to take no shower. She said, you wouldn't miss the moment to be on radio and television, to be with Howard Stern and Annie and but you would never miss that moment. I don't believe it. I said, ain't this some shit?
It's nice though, isn't it, to have somebody who kind of like knows that we're full of shit sometimes and like likes us anyway. There's something really comforting about that.
They ground you.
They like us anyway. They want to kiss us with our morning stinking shit, fucking gasoline smelling breath, right? Wolf thing breath, and they still want to kiss us. Oh, tongue like sandpaper, and they still want to kiss us. You know what the hell?
That's how you know you're in love, when you can, like, when you have to shit and you don't have to make up an excuse like you're going to shower. That's how I know I'm in a comfortable relationship. And I'm like, I'm gonna go to bed.
You want to run to bed real quick, you don't have time to wipe to get the strokes in there. That's white boy nasty. Black people would never like me to talk about that.
That's some real
fucking dingy dude, man. You're a fucking danger.
We got to get Mike out of here for another interview, unfortunately.
Oh, no, come on. This is the place.
Oh, man.
It's not up to us.
Because once I leave this place, I'm going to be, pretty much Uncle Tom Mike. Yes, ma'am. Theoretically speaking, yes, I did appropriate it. Yes, thank you very much. I would like to think about that. The shit's going to change,
I'll be ringing the bell at the stock market later this afternoon.
Closing bell.
And I'm very grateful. All them very prestigious white people really are willing to have me here and join them. And this is something that will be a highlight of my career, and I'm very grateful. And I'm trying to show gratefulness by being very gratitude for this moment, and I'm conveying gratitude.
Good for you, Mike. Good for you.
Sir, by any chance, may I wipe your ass, please? I will manicure your pubic hair in your ass, sir. I'm built to do this.
Oh man, he's a new man. This is the Mike Tyson we've been waiting for.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Please,
oh
please.
My God.
I'll pick your cotton in South Carolina as well.
You never disappoint, sir.
Shit.
Mike
Nobody better than Mike Tyson.
I love it.
Can we plug everything properly?
Yes, please.
Well, the book is out.
Oh, God.
Undisputed Truth is out, yes, and the special airs on HBO Saturday, 8 o'clock. It's fucking. Opie saw it, I saw it. It's absolutely amazing.
Everyone should see it. It's
and tell
amazing.
them to come see me do this signing order. I'm an ex-rebellious slave that's seen the light. Come on, don't worry. I won't bite your ears and stuff. I will kiss your feet.
Oh man!
Today at 12:30. So go down there soon, and you can see Mike at Union Square in the Barnes and Noble. It's a gigantic bookstore, plenty of room to line up. And in 12 days, if you're in LA, Grove Drive in LA, the Barnes and Noble there at 7
We're
o'clock.
gonna be at the Grove?
Yes, on the 25th.
Oh, the Grove is so hot. Oh man, the Grove. I remember I used to be in rehab. I used to go to the Grove. I used to go girl watching. I'm grouping at the Grove. The grope is groping.
The Grove,
Groping
yeah, groping at the Grove.
Groping at the Grove and shit.
Mike, you're fantastic every time you come in. We love having you in here, man. You're so much fun and just a fucking legend. And it's great to have you, man.
Yeah. And stick around. I'm doing my advice show after.
Oh, you're right.
Yes,
okay.
I have to listen
to that on the way home.
Advice. What are you going to give advice on, particularly?
Whatever they call in about. They call in and they ask for advice on, sex addiction and stuff, and I do what I can.
Have you ever been to get help for sex addiction?
Yeah, I've gone to a few meetings.
What do you think about that? The meeting there is just really weird stuff. You got to go to the right guy.
Yeah.
There's some interesting Pat Carnes. You ever heard of him? Mm-mm. Oh, man, the best guy in sex addiction.
Oh, is he an author?
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually have heard of him.
Yeah. In the Shadows, something like that's the book he wrote.
Yeah. My ex-girlfriend many years ago gave me that. Here.
Yeah. Check that out, man.
She knew there was a problem.
That's a hell of a stocking stuffer.
In the Shadows, man.
Ready for a hell of a Christmas,
always
right?
lonely, right? Always alone. Always feeling lonely.
Oof.
All right, Mike. Thank you so much.
Mike, thanks so much. Stay tuned for Jimmy, and
I think we're done.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Mike Tyson, everyone. Here he comes.
Yeah, come on in. Hey, brother.
How you doing?
All right. Look at this guy.
Oh, Mike.
Listen, brother. I know you got a cigarette room in here or something. With you in, I know you have to take breaks, man. Fuck.
We had to break.
You were outside for 30 seconds.
Yeah, I wanted to smoke. They won't let me smoke.
Oh, you want to smoke? Oh, smoke cigarettes?
Yeah.
When did you start smoking? I'm dead. That might have been the scariest I've ever been in my life. Hey, Mike, I'm Dan. That was fucking terrifying and hilarious at once. He's a very funny comic, Mike, just so you know.
That was really
That was very funny.
perfect introduction to Dan. Who the fuck are you?
I didn't know.
Exactly.
This is going to get a lot of money, huh?
Huh?
Yes, she is. Yeah. Well, they had the body cremated right after, so I don't know how thorough an autopsy they could do in the brief amount of time they had with that body.
She's going to make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
She already made a lot of money.
$75 million, I think she got from.
She got 75 from her mom already.
Yeah.
So, Mike, I didn't know you smoked.
Yeah, dude.
How long?
Too long.
Too long.
How long? Too long.
Too long.
Have you ever tried to quit?
I quit periodically, but I like
go back and forth.
smoking better than I don't like smoking. I feel better when I smoke than when I don't smoke.
I enjoyed it for a long time, and I just couldn't do it anymore. I had to stop. I just couldn't. It was just fucking.
Well, listen, I smoked some really groovy cigarettes and stuff. I mean, not cigarettes, like Al Capone and stuff.
Sweets, filtered, cognac dipped.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. How much you pack? $10 a pack.
Is there a lot of smoke in here?
No, we can't. We tried it.
What?
We
It's Mike Tyson.
Yeah, but Dice smoked one
Mike
time.
Tyson.
We got in trouble because of events.
True.
We went through to other studios, and the building gave us shit. It wasn't even serious.
But it's Mike Tyson.
Dice.
You guys know each other?
I know Dice. Dice from Brooklyn, boy. He lived in Brownsville, too.
Did he live in Brownsville?
Yeah,
I didn't know
not
that.
tell nobody. We looked up all of the luminaries that lived in Brownsville. Andrew Dice Clay name was there.
Did he live in Brownsville, I guess, before it kind of made its little...
He lived in Jewish Brownsville.
I didn't know there was a Jewish Brownsville.
The Jewish part of
it. Jewish Brownsville.
Oh, okay.
Murder Incorporated, buddy.
It's made a bit of a...
Murder Incorporated, baby.
It's made a bit of a it's kind of flipped a little bit now, right? Brownsville's not the same as it was when you grew up.
Oh, it's the same.
Is it really?
A little worse.
I've never been. I don't know how popular I'd be in Brownsville.
You still go back there, Mike?
Yeah, I go there periodically.
Yeah, to see the old guys?
Well, the old guys are not there anymore.
They're all gone.
Yeah, I see the old guys' kids.
Oh, wow.
Most of them, they're dead or in jail?
They had some hard times.
Yeah.
Dan.
They had some very difficult quagmires.
Yeah.
Quagmire, like, that's cool.
That's a great word.
This,
Quagmire.
I got to just say, once again, the Mike Tyson book, which is in front of you, now it's in paperback.
Yeah,
it's probably the best book I've read.
But
It might be ever. As far as autobiographies go,
I was talking to Jimmy Fallon last night, and I was asking him... It's very interesting because we already what's going to be in that book that wasn't in the first book. So the first book was kind of heavier, weighed a little bit more. So I was saying this is paperback, so maybe you can carry it around, right? Lighter,
right?
Kind of, right?
Yeah, sure.
So I didn't understand.
But there's an added couple chapters. How many new pages are in the paperback?
There's two.
There's an epilogue.
They're like post-epilogue entries in one.
Me and Ratzel's writing another book too.
For you?
Oh, what's Jim Toback talking about?
I don't know.
Mike's just going through the paper.
I love it.
Yeah, he's kind of handling this radio show the way we do every morning, just kind of chatting a little bit and looking at the paper.
Well, Toback...
And wondering who the fuck I am.
Yeah, that was the greatest introduction. Who the fuck are you? Perfect.
Toback did the Tyson movie. That's when that turned things around a little bit for you, Mikey, huh?
I love Jim Toback.
You said some interesting stuff. I'm reading through this now because we didn't get this book until this morning, like the actual the stuff at the end of it. But it's you talk a lot
the
about.
cop that got hit with the hatchet, he didn't die, huh?
No, he's walking around now.
God.
6 days later.
Yeah.
That's the cop that got
the hatchet man now.
That's the guy that got hit by a hatchet, and 6 days later he's fine.
The NYPD officer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's doing great.
It's nice he's alive. They killed the guy with the hatchet, right?
Yeah.
Oh boy, did they!
He had to go.
Yeah.
Man had to go, man.
That'd be great if that was at the debriefing for the police department. They're like, did you shoot the suspect? He's like,
yeah.
He had to go.
Hatchet man had to go. But you almost think that's a suicide by cop, though. If you go out with a hatchet to fuck after a bunch of cops, you have to know they're going to shoot
He
you.
went after 6 cops, right?
Yeah. That's suicide by cop.
Could you show Mike Tyson the front page? Mike, you're wasting your time in the paper. The story's on the front page.
It's a janitor.
He's jerking off.
Dude, right?
And he's jerking off looking at her.
And they got a picture.
That's a he. That's not a her. That's a guy.
Well, how many times have I made that revelation?
Oh, this is beautiful.
But there's pictures now. You can see on page 4 and 5. There's shots of him in here. We just saw this. That's the guy, and that's who he's looking at.
Yeah. They finally caught him in mid-jerk. He's in mid-jerk in that picture.
It was a sting operation.
Yeah.
He's not hurting nobody. Just, he's not hurting anyone. He's just, doing what he does to himself. He's probably hurting himself.
Yeah, that's embarrassing, though. That's embarrassing. Middle of the afternoon, you get caught jerking off on a roof. It's like, how do you explain that
And
to
he's
your
a
wife?
janitor at a school. That's a little rough.
Yeah, that's going to be tough on the job.
Janitor in an office building's bad enough.
Yeah, janitor at a
Look
school.
at the guy. Look at the sleazy tycoon, Wall Street tycoon guy. Trading his wife for sex, right? This is what he did, right?
Yeah, that's what she's saying.
Dirty laundry, all right. Christina Kelly, all right. and Sage Kelly.
He might have just wanted to see her get fucked in front of him, though. A lot of guys, we like that. There's just something attractive about seeing your girl get fucked in front of people. It's more the idea of it.
Pelvis pulverizing.
Did you ever have guys offer you that? Because I've had fans offer me that. Like,
Hey, I
if you
don't
want
want
to
to talk about that. My wife told me not to make her mad this time.
Oh,
and
no
stuff.
sex talk.
Well, we can talk about sex.
All right, in general.
Sex is cool.
Yeah. I enjoy it.
Definitely.
I enjoy it. Well, not currently in a relationship.
No, yeah, that's awesome. When you're not in a relationship, so many other things can go down that becomes pretty, entertaining, you know.
Sure.
I mean, really vivid. You know, it's just
Sort of breaching the topic, like
what visual stuff that.
What is it? What's
Get a
in?
pony in this motherfucker? Sorry, honey. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's trying to be good.
Yeah, she knows you're kidding, though. Nobody would really say pony and mean it.
Donkey.
Donkey, of course, absolutely. They have much bigger cocks. We all know that.
Mike's trying to be good.
Yeah.
But the book, sell it for him, Jimmy. The epilogue is about what?
Well, there's two post epilogues, and it's just about one is about.
I met Daniel Radcliffe yesterday. Jimmy Fallon show.
How was he?
He's such a neat mate.
Neat mate. You like him?
Mate.
Huh? A neat mate?
Well, I just met him 30 seconds. I don't know if I like him or not.
Oh, okay.
He could be the guy on the roof doing it.
Yes. Well, if that's true, then you love him.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of hard when you meet someone for 30 seconds to get a good character judgment on them.
True.
But I'll try this again. There's some interesting stuff about the New York Public Library, talk you did, and it's just great. I haven't finished it, though, unfortunately. They just gave me
How many more pages?
I don't know, probably 10 more pages.
No, I mean, how many new pages?
About 10 or 15.
In the paperback. Great.
I think so.
Yeah. I don't think Mike cares about the paperback, do you, Mike?
I don't know. I care about everything.
You do care, all right.
Yeah.
Because we're trying to sell it for you.
Thank you, guys.
I saw the cartoon. I liked it. I saw the first two episodes of the cartoon. It was really good, man.
I like the cartoon.
Yeah.
It's called Mike Tyson Mysteries.
I solve mysteries.
Yeah.
It's great.
And it's very...
detective, like Scooby-Doo meets the A-Team.
The team is great, too.
Yeah.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah, on Cartoon Network. It's great. I love it, man.
Fucking Norm Macdonald is the...
I never met Norm. I thought I met Norm. I thought the Marcus of Queens guy, that guy was Norm, but it's not Norm. Norm is the absentee actor. You know, I never met Norm, but I know Norm is famous because every time I walk the street, around 100 people say, "Hey, man, you're working with Norm Macdonald. You're working with Norm. You're working with Norm. You're working with Norm." And I said, "Yeah, Norm's a great guy," but I thought the other guy was Norm, and I never met Norm, so Norm is probably not a great guy because I never met Norm, and he's the absentee actor.
So he's just kind of doing his stuff from a different sound booth than you guys did yours in?
Yeah.
Were you guys together at all for that, or do you all do your audio?
Periodically, me, Rachel, I guess, I believe it was John, we were, but normally I'm by myself in the studio. Or else if I'm in rehab, I go to the studio, and that's when we can do it all together and stuff. But other than that, I'm just doing the one-on-one thing. Baby.
How long ago did you tape it?
Man, a while ago. We've been doing this for a while.
Do you like doing it better with the people in the room or by yourself?
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
It's easier because you have, it's easier to
work off for people.
Play off each other, yeah.
Plus, probably easier to edit that way. Imagine just taking 5 separate people and putting them together like it's a conversation.
HBO is set to slash. We'll eliminate 150 jobs by the week's end.
Well, they're going.
There you go, HBO. If you work for HBO, you just found out from Mike Tyson
that you're fucked.
done.
Yeah, exactly. You're finished. Now they're doing a streaming service. They're trying.
Kim Kardashian says she's hoping BlackBerry smartphone making days are not over.
Yeah, she's obsessed with the BlackBerry.
Well, she must have a contract.
She has her love for gadgets, you know. Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's a shitty phone.
Absolutely.
I hate BlackBerry.
Yeah, they're terrible.
I used to
They've
love
fucked
it.
their customers for a long time.
Right.
So I'm happy that they're suffering. Makes me happy. Yeah, fuck BlackBerry is right. I agree. I've said fuck BlackBerry for a long time.
For a few years.
Wait, listen, we're going to make sure you hear it.
Absolutely. Maybe they won't hear me.
said fuck BlackBerry.
Yeah, they may not hear me, but they're going to hear Mike.
What kind of phone does Mike Tyson have? You go iPhone?
Hey, iPhones are cool, dude. iPhones are cool.
I go Samsung.
Samsung is cool,
Samsung,
too.
right?
Samsung is cool, too. But you got to get the new iPhone 6, dude, if you want to be in.
Did you go big? They have that really big one?
The 6 or the 6 Plus?
Sam, show them the big one.
Yeah.
It's a little too big.
This young lady next to you has the 6 Plus.
That's the 6 Plus, Mike.
Wow, Samantha, that's cool.
Samantha, perfect.
Oh, God.
Do you like Sam's hair like that? It's been annoying us all morning. Turn sideways, just show how he pulls into a bun.
You're cute, Sam. Really cute.
Thank you, Mike.
You'd be real popular in prison. I'm teasing you, Sam.
You're right, though. See him walking around in slippers and pajama bottoms and no shirt. That
What a severe walk. A severe limp.
Yeah.
I'm going to try one serious question, Mike.
Go ahead,
are they going to try? Are they going to make
the serious question?
Are they going to make the book into a movie?
Hey, we don't know about the book, but it's possible it's going to be a movie.
Because that book is...
I'm excited to read it.
It's unbelievable what he admits to.
Well, Jamie Foxx is playing
incredibly open.
Yeah.
Have you guys started shooting that at all or no?
We didn't start shooting, but we had some really great negotiations and stuff. And it looks like it's going to go.
Are you going to have a certain amount of say in the script?
Well, I'm going to have a certain amount of say because it's my life. He don't know my life, unless I tell him my life.
Yeah, but then Hollywood gets a hold of it, and then all of a sudden they change your life a little bit.
Well, shit,
don't let them change your life a little bit.
Hollywood might make me look good. I'm involved.
I like seeing the scars, though. I respect the fact that you showed all the scars in your life.
Listen, man, you know, you've been in a program. You're as sick as your sickest secrets.
Yep.
You gotta be honest with yourself.
Yeah. You almost feel like you're lying if you don't say it. Like if someone's like, how are you? You're like, well, I got to confess what I did because they're going to find out.
You know what I mean? You got to do that Catholic thing.
The guilt.
You're guilty as a motherfucker. I tell the truth and I'm still guilty.
Really?
Shit, yeah.
You go to confession? Confessional or whatever the hell?
Yeah. Self-confession.
But those priests, I feel like they would get off on all the stuff you tell them.
Like all
I'm
because
sure
they can't do
off.
it.
Huh?
They have to be getting off on that.
They have to be. You're admitting all this crazy shit to them?
Plus, you've agreed to never
They're human after all.
have sex with a woman, and you're hearing all these
God
stories.
sent them down here to represent them because they don't have human emotions, right? The priests.
That's what they say, that they're representative, but I don't know.
I don't know either.
Because if they're doing it, the people down here that's representing God are doing a bad job down here representing the guy up there.
Don't do a terrible job.
They're doing a bad job. They inspire people to do really nasty things.
Half of them get into it, I think, just to hide their own demons. They think it will save them from themselves and their own crazy...
Just repress everything.
Mike, the door's going to open. You're going to be fine, and I'm sure you can take care of yourself. But we got a super fan outside the studio who's also a friend of ours who did the radio show yesterday. We told him to come back. He met you when you were just like 17 or 18 with this thing. Lenny Marcus. Lenny, get on mic and explain what you did yesterday. The whole story. You met...
Good to see you again. Like Mike's going to remember you from 1985.
Express yourself.
He wasn't doing a lot there.
He's a very funny comic. He was just on Letterman, and he met you years ago in Albany. Many years ago.
In Albany?
Yeah.
I went to school in Albany.
SUNY?
He's panicking right now, putting his headphones on wrong. It's great to watch Lenny right now, completely panicking.
Crossgate Malls and all that stuff.
That's right. We're the same age.
Yeah.
So I went to school in Albany, and, everybody, you frequented the campus.
Yes, I did. Yes,
there was
I did.
always rumors that you were around looking for co-eds at the time. People would be spotting you in the towers.
Well, I wasn't looking for co-ed. I happened to accidentally, wind up in the co-ed dorms and stuff. But I wasn't looking for anything. It's not that I was looking. It's just boom.
You just found yourself
Yeah,
there.
what the hell am I doing here?
Yes.
Yeah, and then right before, around August of '86, right before you were
Tell me.
the champ, we sort of met at Central Avenue. Had a Kentucky Fried Chicken. Remember that Kentucky Fried Chicken on
No,
Central?
I don't remember that shit.
It burned to the ground a year later, and
I wonder why.
but we met there. You had your entourage there, and it was probably one fight before you.
And you were eating chicken as well.
I was eating chicken as well.
How do you feel about the Kentucky Fried? How do you feel about the Kentucky Fried recipe? The flavor of Kentucky Fried.
I like that Mike's turned the interview on Lenny.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Did it help you?
Excellent.
Did it cause for you to walk with some swag? What did it do to you?
Mike smells fear right now.
What did it do?
Exactly.
Did you have a Bishop Magic Wand walk afterwards?
As a matter of fact, they were out of chicken, and there was a line out the door. So everybody was just waiting for chicken. So
Wow.
we decided to bail, but then we saw you came out of the bathroom and said, "Excuse me," and I couldn't believe it was you. So everybody up there knew who you were. More
I said,
than-
excuse me to you?
He said, "Excuse me."
Oh,
It was very
no.
polite. So I came up to the entourage to ask for an autograph. And you were very nice. I was probably sweating as much as I am now.
Why? Your lip looks good. I like it. Nice and fuck. That's how you get nervous. Your lip is sweating.
And you're missing the part about the $2.
Well, I didn't get to it yet.
Oh, okay. I wasn't
came
sure.
up to you
Sorry.
and I said, "Excuse me, are you Mike Tyson?" And you said, "Look like the motherfucker, don't I?"
All right,
And I said,
continue.
"Yes." I said, "Yes, you do." I said, "May I have your autograph?" And you said, $2. And so as I was
In that voice?
Yes, as I was pulling the $2 out of my pocket,
Voice sounded
you said,
different
"No,
yesterday.
I'm only
didn't it,
kidding.
Sam?
I'm only kidding."
He does a very
I
good
could
Mike
really
Tyson.
use that $2
And you were very nice. You autographed my Kentucky Fried Chicken. Did you like the food card that they had there? And I left. So, and this is.
Well, you didn't eat it, so you never made a comment. Did you like the food?
I did make a comment. I just kept the card. It was the best time I've ever had in a Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Like the free Kentucky card? Could you go back and get some free coupon Kentucky Fried?
No.
And Mike, at what point did you realize this was going to be the worst story in history?
I would think, what would it be like if I just jumped in and started beating his fucking ass?
The comedy community would thank you.
I would have a great story. So anyway, they were handing out those posters somewhere along the way, and I had it framed for years and years.
I'm not going to sign it for you, fucker.
It was nice seeing you again after 30.
Wow, that is a cool poster.
Yeah, that's really good.
Spinks poster.
Right here and
Tyson Michael Spinks live at the Atlantic City Convention Center.
They don't even have fights there no more. I guess fight there, right?
I don't know. I mean, the convention center's still going, but the AC's in trouble.
Whoa, trouble's an understatement.
Yeah, when they closed like 4
underwater.
Yeah.
Who
survived?
Borgata,
Harris.
Well, that's the wife. Borgata survived because that is a real cool hotel.
It's absolutely nice.
Really cool.
I feel like you're in Vegas when
Did
you're
the Revel
in
go
that
down?
place.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the Revel went down before it went up.
Yeah. They never really got off the
They
ground.
went down before it went up.
Right.
Wasn't the Revel like they refinanced it? The bank took it over. They tried again.
Tried it again. Then I believe Beyonce performed there.
Yes.
Yes, so I guess they got a real one-shot wonder with that one.
They were rolling their dice on Beyonce. They're like, this save us.
They forgot to make it a residency there. You said, hey, Beyonce, we're going to get $500 million, man. You stay here with us for 5 years to get us moving.
Mm-hmm.
But they did.
Yeah, just one performance and then gone.
They're in trouble.
One hit with under.
What do you do with a brand new building like that with hotel rooms in it? Like, do you just knock it down, or do you just
That's just a beautiful building.
Gorgeous.
It's really bizarre when you look at when you really think about it. This is a high-tech, state-of-the-art hotel, and everything else is so I don't know,
shitty down there. So why don't you move the people?
Primitive. I wanted to say primitive.
Why don't you upgrade some of those people down there?
Oh,
to
listen,
some
that's
nice
good.
digs.
Hey, I don't think anybody wants to move down there, huh?
No, I mean the locals.
I don't think they want. They need to move. But Atlantic City's just an interesting place. Let me leave that because I'm friends with the mayor and stuff of Atlantic City, and I want to say good things about their town. The Langfords are great people, but the city is pretty interesting.
The town gets a little rough when you get off the strip.
It could be a little scary outside, yeah. Vegas too, though. I mean, there's Vegas.
Nah, but you got a while to go before you get scared.
Couple blocks
You
in
got to go
Vegas.
some blocks. You can't just come out the hotel, boom, and in the mug. They come, your fucking brick hits you in the head and shit. The goddamn security guy set you up. The guy's supposed to protect you set you up in Atlantic City.
You're saying there's no buffer zone in Atlantic City like we have in Vegas?
It's air. Air's the buffer zone. I hope it works.
So close.
By the way, we made a mistake. Mike's show is on Adult Swim, not not on the Cartoon Network. I think Dan.
Adult Swim, where grown people watch.
Adult Swim's on the Cartoon Network.
Yes, it is.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, they made the clarification.
Yeah, it's a part of the card. It's just at a certain hour it turns into
part
Adult
of Adult Swim, though.
Okay.
Which is
Have you
the
watched
hip
Adult
cartoons.
Swim before?
I have not, Mike.
Tell us about where you performed at, man.
What do you mean?
Yeah, stand-up. You say he's a stand-up.
He is a stand-up, yeah.
You ever do all black comic shit?
God, Lenny, tell him why you refuse to do that.
I would do all black.
I'm known for Def Jam.
Def Jam. You ever do Def
Yeah,
Jam?
of course, like 10 times. Mike, do I look like I do Def Jam?
I don't know. There's a lot of weird white people
never
in
know.
Def Jam.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
Our friend Rich Voss was the first white guy on Def Jam,
Yeah.
and it was Steve Harvey was hosting that time. And we had Russell Simmons in here, and then Rich Voss was in here, and Russell didn't remember him, and nothing's ever made me happier. And fucking Voss is one stupid claim to fame, and Russell didn't remember him.
We were so happy by
Yeah.
that.
Russell don't remember Tracy Morgan. He was the host, right?
Did Tracy host it?
Yeah, I believe he hosted.
I think so.
He might have. I know Martin Lawrence did, and then Joe Torre hosted for a while. And I don't remember who else did.
We were watching that clip from Arsenio Hall with you and Muhammad Ali.
Long time ago, huh?
Holy where you gave props to Ali. That
Long time ago.
And Sugar Ray, yeah.
and Sugar Ray Leonard was.
Sugar Ray.
Why didn't Larry Holmes get the respect he deserved?
He came after Ali and he beat up Ali, and it's just, I don't know, that's just some weird stuff, right?
You beat him, though, right?
Yeah.
Sixth round?
But he wasn't famous as Ali.
Well,
Do you think people hated him because he beat Ali?
I think people despised him a little.
but Ali shouldn't have taken that fight, no?
But you can't tell people who loved him that. You just can't tell the fans. Fans are really strange, immature people. And you just can't, just what they want in their mind to happen should happen. And just that it didn't happen, it disturbs them.
It was supposed to be the storybook ending with Ali coming out of retirement 2 years later and knocking out Larry Holmes.
Great champion, sensational champion.
Right.
Never got the proper respect.
Didn't he? I think because he also didn't want to fight. He didn't want to hurt Ali, and people didn't know that either.
Well, you really can't tell by the way he kicked the ass that he didn't want to hurt him. That's hard to believe.
Well, the 30 for 30, they talk about how Larry was like begging them to stop the fight, and Howard Cosell's like, you got to stop this.
He was crying in the post-fight interview. Holmes,
Holmes was like, he did not want to beat the crap out of him in that way. But
that's the only thing about fighting. This is what we do. If your brother, this is what we do. If you're in this ring, it's a great possibility that you can kill somebody can kill you, or you can get hurt severely. That's the unwritten clause in our contract. Because we've seen it as we're kids, we watched it on television as we're preparing to be young up-and-coming fighters. We've seen people die. We've seen people get critically hurt. And this is what we sign on.
Right.
So you had no problem beating Holmes years later?
I don't have no problem beating my brother up. I don't have a problem beating nobody up when they're in the ring. You just got to be objective to that stuff. Listen, that's like you going against you want to be a great comedian, and you got to go up against your brother, your best friend. So what, are you going to let him win?
That's right.
Or are you just going to say, let's just find out who's the best?
Was there anyone for a second that made you think twice before getting in the ring?
In what perspective?
Like in the way you're saying, like, his brother, no matter who.
No, I like hurting people. No way. No way.
Yeah, why would you disrespect Mike by asking him that, Dan?
I wanted to know. I like that stuff.
You can and he also just said the coolest sentence ever. I like hurting people.
Yeah. I like that stuff.
Mike, who was the guy that you came up with the greatest line ever? Everybody has a plan, and then until you punch him in the mouth. Who was the guy?
I don't know. I believe that was Tyrell Biggs. Everybody goes, I'm going to do this. I'm going to use lateral movements. this plan that we got is going to do this and that. And the cutter said that. Cutter said, well, everybody got a plan until they get hit in their mouth.
There goes the plan.
Yeah, I guess after the first shot. I haven't been punched in many, many years. So
Thank God.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not kidding, Mike. I'm not.
Have you ever had people waiting downstairs for you? I'm going to kick your ass, Norton.
No, I've had people threaten me. I've gotten death threats, but, it is what it is. It's like I've never actually, in person, no.
That's like some sexual arousement for you. Right?
Yeah, it might be. Yeah. I'm going to punch you in the mouth. First get that dick down. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't like to fight. You said you enjoy it, obviously, but for me, it's just the idea of being in combat is...
Well, not now, but when I was doing that stuff, that was pretty cool.
I wish I had that, though. I wish I had that enjoyment of combat, I'd be less frightened in life.
How close did you come to fighting, punching that guy that went after you on that interview?
That was an interesting dude, right? Wasn't that an interesting dude? Because right before they were talking about how we're cool, we know certain guys, your brother, and then soon as we get, he's talking real slang, and soon as we get on the news, well, theoretically speaking, you're a convicted rapist, isn't that so?
That guy in Canada, that Toronto.
Yeah, I said, whoa, this is the quickest Jekyll and Hyde I ever saw.
So it did switch that quickly when he was super cool and then just a dickhead.
The brother, we're brothers, and wow. Hey, well, theoretically, then you couldn't convict me for rape. But it was really political because I was down there with Rob Ford. Rob Ford's a wonderful guy. I don't care if people say he's the crackhead,
we love him. We love him. We love Rob Ford.
Beautiful man. And the day, that was the day that he said he had the news that he had received cancer, but we were up there laughing. I was making him laugh. He said, I can't believe it. The day I got the worst news of my life, he made me laugh. And we were just laughing, and he's just a beautiful person. Everybody has their own politics and stuff. You know what I mean? But it's really, he's a human being, and that's really what counts.
Right. He's a character.
Beautiful, dynamic, beautiful, charismatic guy.
But that news guy, it pissed us off. We did a whole thing on our show about it. What a dick.
Hey,
I respect you that you didn't hit him, but
I'm so happy too. I respect myself for that.
Yeah.
But I don't think anyone would have... Mike, I don't think anyone would have blamed you.
No, I don't like to do that, because then you do that, then we got a lawyer involved, we got a prosecutor involved, we got a jury involved, we got a judge involved with this stuff.
But what a worm.
Yeah.
That's a shit move.
He was just a worm, and now hearing that he's like...
really wormy, right? He had the wormy energy, right? The really slimy
You should have read your book, because you explain a lot of that case in there. It's unbelievable.
Hey, no, but listen, that wouldn't mean nothing because he had an agenda.
Of course.
You know, people have an agenda, you know, and I'm not going to be explaining myself to people and stuff. And I'm just so happy I didn't, you know, because I want to have my family, I want to raise my kids. This is something I never did before, consistently. And I don't want to, he's not worth doing those 40 years for this guy. You know, he's just not worth that stuff.
We wished you would have knocked his head off, though.
He's not worth it. He's not worth
I
the
understand.
sweat.
I understand.
It was great to watch, though, like in that moment where you were just being a real person going, you're a piece of shit. And he's trying to recover and be news guy, and you wouldn't let him be fucking fake news guy.
No way. I wanted him to give me a reason to really be a different person.
Yeah, I think he sensed that too. It was almost like he realized, like, oh, I've just done this to a guy who's this close to me.
And didn't he say something like, "Oh, come on, Mike"?
Yeah, we're on TV.
Oh,
Like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, who cares? We're on TV.
Where like he's taking the higher ground.
Yeah, man. He's man, I don't know.
But knowing that he was your being buddy before
you know, he's my buddy, and we talking.
That's even more fucked up. After now, you rewatch that interview, and you're like, "What a dick!"
Oh, we were so mad when that clip hit the media.
Because news people are irritating enough, and then just to watch that guy try to recover and go, so is it scarier doing this? And you're like, ugh,
go
fucking
away.
no. It was so great to watch.
You know, I wish I didn't have to do that. You know what I mean? I wish I didn't have to do that because I don't know. I just want to be able to live a life now. I want to enjoy my life now. The height of my career, I never had a chance to enjoy my life.
How many years ago you would have hit that guy? Like, or you were different?
Same thing.
Excuse me?
Like, how long ago? How do I explain this?
How many years ago would that have gone very differently?
Yeah,
like
there
when
you
he
go.
said
Last
that?
year.
Last year,
Just last year.
Last year.
That guy is a lucky motherfucker.
Last year, I was still doing I was doing my uncontrollable sniffing last year, so he would have got it.
It was good you didn't, though, because it's like sometimes you don't see how much things have changed until something shitty happens, and you kind of get tested in a way, like, how am I going to respond?
Same way with addiction. Wow, I'm so happy I passed that test.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a test.
Yeah,
You were tested.
Because it would have been like interesting to watch, but it would have been.
We're all gonna have tests in our life, you know. When we leave here, when we go to work later on today, we don't never know when that test comes, but we have to know we have to prepare for it. You know, we're all gonna be tested. The dark energy is gonna knock on all of our doors.
Good for you, though.
How often do you think you pass, and how often do you think you lose to it?
I think I'm winning a little bit because yesterday I was at FNR. What's the name of it? FAO Schwartz. And the guy, one of the workers there, you know, this young kid. Hey, look, anybody want to buy an airplane? You know, the automatic thing that fly. And it came down and went like a couple inches next to my door, and I turned around. And then I apologized. I'm sorry. I almost hit your baby and stuff. But I used to, oh God. And that's why sometimes I don't like being out with my wife because I'm not control. Cause I'm really on the defense. I'm really predatorial, and I'm not friendly. I'm not gonna give you a picture. I'm not gonna give you an autograph. I'm just in bodyguard mode. Unless we have people with us, and I know someone has their back, then I'm ready. But if I'm with my family and my kids, I'm just not the guy. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want an autograph. Hello. I don't want to. In no time away, I don't want you to stop me for a picture. It's just weird. That's just how I think.
With your family, you're very protective.
I'm not no celebrity then. I'm like a bodyguard.
That guy is lucky.
That guy at FAO Schwartz was like, I fucked up.
Yeah, of all the people who you could have almost hit with a plane, he made the absolute worst person on earth he could have hit with that stupid plane.
I was like, fuck.
He's probably very good at that every day.
Sometimes I get angry because I know these young kids out here have no respect now. You know, they're very entitled, orientated. They have no respect. And sometimes I think, and it's probably in my own little sick head, because I got this addiction. I think they think that I'm some kind of, somebody you could take advantage of. I said, no, let me stop this. This is your head. There's nobody chasing you but your own head, Mike. So yes, this is a kid. He made a mistake. He's a kid. Kids make mistakes. I apologize, but
I don't think anybody looks at you as someone to be taken advantage of.
But these kids, they think they're smarter than everybody. They think we were born 40 years old. They don't think we were ever 19 or 18 or 15. They don't think that he's old. Sorry, you don't know. They think we were born that old, and we don't know. We never try to take advantage and slick our family or the law or authority. So,
do you get treated that way by people ever, though? Do you ever get people saying things to you like that reporter did, even though that was in an interview? Do you ever get people saying things to you like what makes you think that I'm not going to react appropriately to this?
I don't know. I think what made it really bad because we were in such close corners. If I was in a situation where I could avoid him, keep walking, it wouldn't have been that dramatic.
Yeah, you got to sit there.
Yeah, if I could
for a
get away,
second
I
or
would
two.
get away. I would avoid it.
Right.
Way it's in corners, and that's like almost like saying, "So what are you going to do about it?" I said it.
Do you think like he was trying to provoke you? I mean, obviously,
I
I
don't think he wanted to provoke me, but I just wanted to think that he wanted to show everybody. I'll say it.
Yeah.
You know,
like I got the balls to say it. Yeah.
You mean the
What an
reporter?
asshole.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That he
Not
just
the
wanted
kid at the plane.
I think at the plane. The
He's like,
reporter.
watch this shit.
No, he did. He wanted people to go. That was very brave that you said that. Yeah.
And I don't believe it for a second.
Because he was walking around like everybody looking at him like he's the only black guy in the thing. He was like cool, and everybody like, "Hey, right?" He like the cool black guy. Everybody's like a little scared of, "Hey," but all the guys shaking his head, "Hey, dude," and then
that guy, that guy doesn't believe it for a second unless he didn't do his research.
Well, listen,
you read up on what happened to you.
That's not his objective.
No, I know. I just, that's why I'm saying that though, Mike. He knows differently, but he doesn't care because that's not a good story. I'm going to say it this way.
And in a fucked up way, he got what he wanted because he was just such an asshole.
But he got a lot of bad emails going on.
Good.
But you know,
He
like
should
when you see,
have.
listen, he's a little creepy guy. The lawyer guy, Rubenstein guy. Remember the guy that got
with the
Shotgun's friend.
But listen, you know, that's kind of tricky there too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, because the girls that were with him, they looked like they didn't want to be there when they were with him, but they were happy to be there because they're gonna get a reward or something. You know, I know how this stuff goes. And you know, really, come on, man. You saw the picture. Every picture he took with a girl, no, none of them ever smiling. Like the black ladies, none of them ever smiling. But they say, well, okay, but I know I'm going to get something afterwards. You know, it never came across like, who are those people?
Sure.
You know, who are the people? What are their credentials and stuff?
Well, when something like that happens in the paper because of your situation, you have to kind of look and go, well, I don't know both sides of it. Like, look what's happening with Cosby. Like, I don't know what to think either way. I don't know what was
What
right.
happened with Cosby now?
Well, just that, you know, all these allegations that there's a woman coming out saying, yeah, he was forcing me to have sex with him or forcing sexual stuff on me, but she kept hanging out with him.
Because he beat me in the head with so many $100 bills, I just couldn't stop. I'm sorry, guys. That's a really serious situation we're talking about.
That's why I love Mike.
Yeah. I don't know if he forced her or not, but because comedian Hannibal called him a rapist on stage, basically in his act, and then
he got some shit for that.
Yeah, well, but then there's women coming out. This woman's like, I'm so glad he said that, and then you're like, her story's believable, but then again, Cosby, I don't know.
Well, you know, listen, we're in the era, listen, I'm probably getting true. We're in an era now where, you know, whenever certain people in our society, whatever way the wind blows, they feel they can get some feedback from it, some headlines, or some airplay from it. We're going to go that way. You know, that's just how these guys, these are shallow people, and that's just how it is. They don't care if it's right or wrong, moral or immoral. They don't care, but I can benefit from it.
Mm-hmm.
You wonder what's happening too, like because the way the media covers stuff, like Ray Rice has this thing with his wife, and then they just want to kind of get back to like what is life like in the house after that? Like, are they just trying to move on from this story, or are they stuck in talking about? You know what I mean? Like, how do you recover after the media kind of turns away? Like, what happens?
Really, they have to strategize like what we're going to do now with our life. Mm-hmm. How we going to eat now? How long is this money going to last before we going to need to start working again?
Nah, Ray Rice comes back.
Yeah, that's what it's all right now. That's what it's all about. It's all about strategizing. We got to do some damage control, some intimate damage control. You know what I mean? With our personal relationship. You know, that's what it comes down to. Their personal relationships.
And we said earlier on the show they might have figured it out. They might be happy again. Who knows? Who are we to judge that shit?
Well, listen, no one understands the relationship between a man and a woman but them. And sometimes they don't understand it, but it just works.
Right.
You know, we may have black eyes, but I don't want... And it'd kill me more if she or he was away from me.
Yeah.
It's really strange with humans. Humans are really strange, you know.
Especially it bubbles up, too, the Ray Rice thing. Now all the Halloween costumes that the people are putting out there that are just, like, tasteless, and it just keeps coming back.
This is the only country, you know, and I'm guilty of... This is the only country that laugh, like somebody fall down, like hit by a car. We say, what the fuck? Like I fall out the building. What the fuck? You know what I mean? Some guy got a knife and he's trying to jig at the cops and all the cops shoot him. We go, oh, he's going to get it. Go ahead, keep it up. No, nobody say, hey, don't do that. But we go, oh, he's going to just wait, shoot. He's going to get it. I bet you going to shoot him in the head. You know, this is just our culture. This is what we do. I don't know why we do it.
We're mentally ill in this country.
We have some issues.
We have issues.
Americans are more attached with their Neanderthal ancestors than any country, I think. You know.
And you've traveled the world, so you just don't see it in other cultures for the most part? Anywhere else
This
comes
is what
close?
I know in other cultures. Other cultures are more, what's the word? More caring. You know what I mean? Like, and how crazy we think Moscow is. If someone, the neighbor put a bucket of milk or something at your door, they figure, you're not doing that well. People, they don't even know you. People are just different. They're sympathetic towards poverty, people that's in their close proximity, so to speak.
They try to take care of each other a little bit more.
Yeah.
Or the milk is just spoiled.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe the milk's bad.
They're just different people. Russians are just they're kind people. People don't think they're kind people. But the only reason with them, they're not like Americans. You can keep taking advantage. In Russia, you only fuck them once.
You spent some time in Russia, too.
You can only fuck them once. You can't be like America. Hey, man, I'm sorry. It's all over. And we do it again, and we do it. Oh, no. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, they have a reputation of being very cold. I've always thought of them as very cold, but I haven't interacted with that many Russians. That's just the reputation.
Mike hung out with some badasses in Russia, man.
There were some interesting people.
Those stories in the book are great stories, too.
How much time did you spend there? Like, what's the?
It's been a lot of time. I've been there on a few occasions, and it's been a lot of time.
Were you ever scared, though?
Oh, man, no. The beautiful people. I know they're not going to get, they're not going to get the rep. No, they're awesome.
Yeah.
People look at them, they're cold and cruel. That's just their culture. You know what I mean? They have the highest IQ. You know what I mean? But like most of them are like, they're emotional. They get mad over something. They get, if your word is not good, that's some big things, and they get pissed off. If you hurt their feelings, it's different. They got 200 IQ. They may speak 8 different languages and stuff. The prostitutes speak 9 different languages. You feel like, how can I get her back over to America? This is Fortune 500 stuff right here. We're going to start off with the weave stuff, and then we're going to move up to places. Oh man.
Yeah, I wonder how many guys want to take girls home from Russia. Like, I know a prostitute could ruin my life easily in Russia.
No. They could help it a lot, too.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably a good payoff for it, a good trade-off.
Lenny Marcus is being very quiet. You don't have one question for Mike Tyson?
I do.
What's going on over
Lenny,
here?
try to talk, man. You geeked out, man. What's wrong, man? You shy? Talk, Lenny.
Yeah, Lenny, come on.
He's not as smart as he looks.
No, I know he's very smart. He's smart not to say the wrong shit.
That's exactly.
If he want to say some shit to get some attention on this show and get a little fame, he's going to get fucked up.
I know Mike has, Mike, I'm still within reach of that right hand, right?
Oh, no, you and me to the
What do you got? You got
to be some meat and reach for some meat.
You got a good boxing question? Although
man.
probably Mike's sick of answering boxing questions, probably, but
go ahead, dude.
If Jimmy Jacobs and Custom Model live another 15 years,
wow,
are you the greatest of all time?
Hey, I don't know about all that stuff. They didn't.
Right.
We can't be hypothetical, that's just fantasy football right there,
Well, the other guys messed. If Don King doesn't come along and mess.
Oh
with
fuck! It'd be
you had to bring up Don King.
Oh, nah, Don King is cool.
asked me
Have fun with that.
You motherfucker!
Have fun with that.
Yeah, Lenny, if we don't go to the moon first, do we ever get to space? What kind of question is that? Who knows?
All right.
Wait, the Don King story in the book where you kicked him out of a car? That's an amazing story. All right, you don't have to, but read about it in the book.
And the white lady over there looking at me. It's the old white lady and shit. Excuse me, man.
Outside the Beverly Hills Hotel, right?
There were a few times.
Oh, my life is ruined.
No, it's not. If you're ever going to give a good beating, that's a great place to do it.
I forgot where they were going, but he kicked him out of the car on a highway. Don King is
Can you imagine being the guy behind it honking the horn? Like, what the fuck?
That's Don fucking King.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's not really. What happened? I had a friend with me, this lady friend, and I was in the back, and I had kicked him in the back of the head, and I was trying to hold, but I told the person, hold him, don't let him get out. I want to get in the front seat with him.
Oh.
But she was scared, and she let him go, because she thought I was going to do something. She let him go. And so, his driver had came up after me, but he was gone, so he probably thought I was just out on the road, so he didn't see what happened. So when he came to pick me up, I just attacked him. Because I couldn't get him. I was still, well, he's the driver, boom, and then I beat him up and bit him and did all that
Was
stuff.
that when you had a big duffel bag of Coke? There was one story where you got out of the car, you had a big duffel bag of Coke, and the cops eventually came and actually gave you a ride having
Well, they did give me, they drove me to the hotel,
having no idea you had a duffel bag of Coke.
It was marijuana.
Oh, it's fine, okay.
Big marijuana, and we walking on the highway in Florida, in Miami, with the highway, we got the marijuana. The cops pull us over, he puts us in the car, he drives us to the hotel, and the bag is, oh man, it's like a pound of it, and we had to walk in.
Did it smell at all, the bag?
I'm sure it did.
Yeah. They're like, fuck it, don't look over.
I wonder if they just knew and they're like, you know what?
Yeah.
Well, you never, when you're a cop, you expect a lot, but you never expect to see the heavyweight champion carrying a duffel bag of Coke or pot on his shoulder.
When I was using, and I was riding, and the cop told me to pull over, and I went right on the sidewalk, boom, boom, and he saw me and said, "Hey, you Mike, you did the hangover, you're talking." I said, "Sir, I'm lost, I'm trying to find this, I'm trying to get to the drug party," and he drove me right to the drug party.
That's
yeah.
Oh yeah, you said that's when everybody fucking cleared out.
Everybody cleared out, yeah.
You ruined the mood by showing up with two troopers.
Fucked up the party.
Everybody started leaving. What the fuck?
I look around like,
But you got any? No, man, it's all gone.
yeah, they're like Vegas dealers. Sorry, I'm out.
Yeah, what a buzzkill.
They're like, no, it's all gone, Mike. We don't got nothing.
Two cops think they're helping you out. Take care of our friend. And the fucking whole party's like, womp, womp. That blows. That blows.
Page after page in this book, it's just ridiculous.
I just knew I was going to jail.
Yeah?
I knew I was going to jail, and that cop pulled me over, and he said, "Get on the curb." I stopped in the middle of the street. I was scared. He said, "Pull over to the curb." And the curb right here, and I said, boom, boom. I ran on top of the sidewalk.
Oh, fuck. That's, yeah.
Man.
Yeah, that's scary. When you're getting pulled over, the last thing you want to do is another traffic infraction. That's the last thing you want to do. There's bad times to go up on the curb, but when the fucking cops are pulling you over. That's the
I'm driving, and the guy's looking at the information. He's trying to putting in the thing where to go, and I'm saying to myself, he's going to arrest me. He's taking too long. I say, he's going to say, "Mike, you have any license?" I don't have no license. I'm going to say, fuck, he's going to take too long. And he said, "I got it. Come on, follow me." And I said, fuck.
Oh,
Fuck.
how relieved were you?
Oh, man.
That's so funny that you were going to a Coke party and they escorted you to it. That's the, there's something you said in your this recent update to the book. You said you didn't think that you don't consider yourself inspirational, but I'm surprised you feel that way.
I don't know. I just started thinking that, wow, I could do something to be nice. I'm just going with the flow, but I never looked at myself like that. I don't look at myself with the same eye as other people look. I know a lot of my flaws, things that I hate about myself, and just, and sometimes it's just different. People look at themselves different when they look at themselves for truly who they are.
You don't talk, I like the fact that a lot of, fighters don't talk about low self-esteem. You don't hear a lot of guys talk, and it's good to hear about, because everybody's selfish.
Normally to excel, even you as a comedian, you have to be a dark motherfucker with low self-esteem. This guy's better than me. How did I beat him? They cheated him or something crazy like that. We're sick people. You know what I mean? You don't get to be doing this because there's sick people stay on stage. Like, sick people stay on stage talking, having people looking at them all day, because that's not normal.
Yeah.
A lot of people can't take that. My wife, people that haven't done that, they don't want nobody around. Hey, get away, take that picture. They're afraid of something. But we want these people to look at us, and we want them to react the way we want them to react, and we get mad. We got 10,000 people, and we got 10,999. It's going crazy, dying, and that one motherfucker sitting like this, and that's the only person we see.
He fucking nailed it. That's
our demon. That's our little self-esteem. We want it all.
Yeah.
Because that one person feels like they're validating. The other 10,999 are wrong, and that one guy is validating.
He knows what's going on. That's why he's not laughing, because he knows the real deal.
You feel like
he's a real.
That's crazy.
You tricked everybody.
He's a real critic.
He's the only one that you can't trick.
Yes, he understands.
You say that? I say that though. I say it to myself all the time. I say, yeah, you got these other people fooled. You don't got me fooled. Like, my mind be playing. Yeah. I know who you really are. You got these people fooled, but you don't got me fooled, Mike. I didn't think nobody ever said that the way I said it before. That's why I know this is a disease.
You nailed it. The one person judging you, you're like, fuck.
But you even felt that when you were knocking guys out in 10 seconds, 15 seconds?
Yes, listen, you want to destroy yourself, because tearing yourself down is just as great as the high as building yourself up. Sometimes people can't take it when people keep saying, you're great, you're great, you're great. And you're a poverty-stricken guy living in a condemned building with your family, begging for money and food with your family. And they don't see that, but they say, wow, they don't know about this. I'm not great. I know these guys bullied me and sexually abused me and stuff. If I told them that, they'd think, oh, you fucking quit, you this or that. You know, you have these, you say, wow, these people don't know me. And you just know, you want the only thing that bothers you, want your demons, you don't know. Yes, it's just really crazy, sick. This is a dangerous neighborhood to travel by yourself.
How old were you when someone sexually abused you?
I was a little kid, 7.
7?
Yeah.
And the person was, were they your age or they were like an older?
Old man, yeah.
Old man.
Yeah.
Was it one time or ongoing?
No, one time.
You ever get him back?
No. Never seen him again.
Oh, it was just one of those random passerby things.
Snatched me off the street.
Oh, really?
Oh my
You were
God.
walking and he just grabbed you?
Yes.
And did he, besides he abused you and then just let you go, or did you escape?
Well, I ran, yeah.
I didn't know that. No, I didn't know that.
Awkward.
I didn't know that.
The way he just explained it was great, though, when he was talking about the inner demons, and he just said it's a dangerous neighborhood to travel by yourself and in your own head, and you're right. And it's just like, it's a dark.
No help over there.
Yeah, and you're by yourself all the time.
No help.
Did you tell anyone?
Only
that?
for, a lot of people, it's nobody's business to know, but, certain people know what I told. But it's just that that's when your ego, which is an evil thing, is your friend. That's why a bunch of entertainers have egos, because it buffers their flaws, the demons.
Right.
Which is a demon itself, but it buffers the one that you're afraid of. Everybody else is afraid of your ego, but you're afraid, your ego's protecting you from the demon you're afraid of.
Right.
You didn't tell anyone after that happened? You didn't just run out, or you didn't obviously go to the cops, or did you?
No.
No.
I didn't go to the cops.
You just kind of...
No, I just went to live my life.
Did you drastically change after that day?
I don't know if I did or not.
That's a good
I don't
answer.
know if I did or not.
Is it something that you always remembered, or you kind of... Because sometimes we block things out or we forget them, or what? We just...
No, I don't always remember, but maybe I do, but I don't.
It's in there.
Yeah, I do, but I don't.
Right.
I'm not embarrassed or ashamed of anything from that perspective.
Yeah.
Good for you. For real.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's always weird when people admit stuff like that, because my stuff was always with kids my own age. I talked this morning before you came in about the older kid, about 2 years older. He was trying to fuck me in the butt, but we just didn't make it work for whatever reason. I don't remember why. But I didn't feel victimized. I mean, I blew him.
Jim talks about it like it's a side project, like a band. He's like, we just couldn't get the right chemistry in the studio.
Yeah, we couldn't get anything written.
Well, I've always thought about
Pick the wrong producer.
Maybe from that experience, it took away my sometimes when my childhood and that I'm not afraid to do really bad things to human beings.
Because you're striking out at that.
Just because of my experiences and how I've been abused, that it was almost nothing. It's nothing I could imagine I wouldn't do bad to a human being. I had less value on their feelings of life.
Right.
Which
made you a successful boxer, which
made me a very difficult person to live with, and very difficult for life. It was really drastic. Disastrous. It was just really bad in life.
Does it help you to talk about all this stuff instead of keeping it inside?
No,
not at all.
Because it was, it was the subject and pretty much
right.
about.
But it seems like you're open in your everyday life.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of nothing, man. It's just I know the more secrets that I have, the sicker I'll be. I know I'll be a really sick guy.
I'm embarrassed by nothing from the past. I'm more embarrassed by things I do now because I don't have
you're conscious now.
Totally conscious of what I'm doing.
Because you're a little kid, you can't defend yourself. But what you can do right now, since you can't defend the little kid that's still inside of you, protect him because he'll get you in trouble. That's why I do. I protect the little kid that's in me right now. I'm not spontaneous like I used to be.
Gotcha.
The 7 words too. The guy who did the library interview, you did a great interview at the New York Public Library. Asked you for a 7 word that described yourself, and I think I bookmarked it.
Tell me about that shit.
At least I hope I did. It was, oh god damn the thought of me. You guys talk amongst yourselves. Let me see if I can find it.
We could go to Lenny Marcus. I'm sure he has another.
Yeah, Lenny, do you have another great boxing question?
I got the interview 9 to 8.
Yeah. Hey, Mike, if you were on Jupiter and you weighed 400 pounds, would you float?
Could you beat Superman in a boxing match?
Maybe you could, because in space, I'm sure there's some kryptonite up here.
Are you shitting on me, Mike? Is that what's happening?
I think you're cool, dude.
So here it is.
Here's the 7 words.
Yeah, I thought this was really interesting.
7 cents. These are my 7 cents for words.
No, it said, you said...
Kill Lenny. All right.
Came, saw, conquered, got conquered, bounced back.
Yeah, I could think that.
I think that's a really great 7 words, because I would have tried to find something that just was really deep, and that just is really honest.
That's
and
your life
to the
right
point.
there.
Life
So
is.
far.
I realize life is about loss. We're not going to win. As we get older, life is about loss. We lose our friends, we lose our hair, we lose money, we lose people that we love, we lose our life. At the end of the game, it's all about loss.
Mm-hmm.
So nobody leaves here a winner. Metaphorically, you could believe, psychologically, I won, I succeeded, look what I left behind me, but we all gotta go, in pieces. We don't go right away normally, in pieces.
Yeah, that is true. You just start fucking falling apart slowly.
Yes.
If it's
in
not
all aspects of your life.
Right.
You talked too about loving war, which I think is interesting because I haven't studied war a whole lot. But what's that book, The Art of War?
Yeah, Sun Tzu?
Yeah. Have you read that? I'm sure you have.
Periodically. Love is war. You know what I mean? War with yourself. Are you gonna let the emotions of love destroy you? Because love, when you really think about it, is a form of insanity. Anybody that's truly been in love of, the concept of love, what love is it drives you insane. If you look at what we say, Romeo and Juliet, or whatever it is, love, how people should love a girl, and, going through that whole process, there's some things you disagree with, and you want to agree, but it just doesn't function, it doesn't work right, so you have to make it, whatever love you have to make it work the way it works. It's not going to work conventionally, like the way man said this is how it should work. It's not going to work.
Yeah, in love, you do crazy shit that you wouldn't do, just like in
love
war.
makes you kill the person you're supposed to love. Now, how'd that work out? Hey, now what's going to happen here? You're not here no more.
Yeah.
So, it's just really crazy. Just think about some of the, listen, you saw all these television Love Kills, what I mean, Woman Sworn, Fatal Fatales and stuff.
All those ID Discovery shows.
Absolutely.
Did you ever see the documentary called Crazy Love? About the guy who was he was obsessed with this girl in the 50s, and he hired someone to throw acid in her face.
Yeah, listen, that happens in Jamaica. That happens a lot because he disgraced her by not going out with her or something like that.
Yeah, but then years later she married him.
Yeah.
Wow.
She fucking married this guy in.
Yeah, I saw it was on the news.
Yeah.
ABC nightly news.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was here, and they wound up. I think one of them just died, but they got married. She was blinded. He blinded her.
How did she justify that?
Just I don't know.
Some people can't handle love. People don't know love is a strong emotion. Some of us can't handle it.
Yeah.
We don't have any emotional intelligence, which most of us don't. Mm-hmm. We don't have emotional intelligence, And when you think about that definition only came in '95. That word emotional intelligence, and so most of us don't have it. So we don't understand why we kill somebody we love, or why we hurt somebody we love, or why we hurt the feeling of somebody we love. Because after we did that, we feel like the lowest piece of dog dump. But we don't understand, why did I say that? Because I had no control over my emotion, and it just came out because it's so powerful. Why? How do we, I don't know, how do we describe that? How do we make sense out of that? Or is it just the age-old saying that we should own them? Is our love more ownership than it is equally love? Or is it just, what is it? Mm. Is it having a slave? What is love to certain people?
Right.
Love is I want her to obey me. What the hell is love?
Yeah, possession or partnership, that kind of thing.
It only says when we get married that she has to obey us. They don't say that we have to obey her. Right?
Thank God.
No, see, that's what happens. That's right. That's what happens.
That's that misogyny from Lenny. We don't need that here in this show.
I've been saying this for a while. Lenny Marcus, very misogynist.
Horrible person.
The Marquis de Sade. the Lenny Massage.
Where you at with love right now? You're married and things are going well?
This is the best it's ever been so far. We went through a lot of, this must have been, this was a really interesting battle here, And love is war, and war someone has to win, and I think she won.
Huh. And you're okay with that? obviously.
Yeah, I'm good with handling defeats, but this defeat brings me so many rewards.
Does she walk around going, "I'm the champ"? I'm the champ.
No, not.
Do you want to rematch?
Not physically, you know what I mean? But probably emotionally.
But she won.
She's got the belt.
She beat the bad parts. Like she beat the negative side that says like run away or get out of here or sabotage it. Yeah. So
she believed in you.
Yeah, she's beating the lousy part.
That's what we need. We want somebody to believe in us. We don't want somebody to be with us just because they feel this is the right thing to do. And most women, they don't understand either. They all their life stand by your man. He can beat your head, but stand by your man. He gonna cripple you, throw acid in your face, but just stand by him. But what I'm going to do next to him, that's all I'm doing is standing by him. You have to protect him. You have to protect him from himself.
Right.
You know, we have to understand that we don't have all the answers. And it's a possibility this woman that's supposed to obey us have the answers. And most people, the term to obey, how could she have answers? Because that really signifies that you're better and superior. So how could you believe she has answers for you? So we have to look at this as an equal setting, perhaps.
The hard part about it in a relationship too is I love the girl, but then I also am like questioning her shitty judgment because of who she's dating. So there's also the part like any woman who's with me, I'm like I have a weird thing with because she's chosen me.
That's pretty deep too, because I go through that as well. Why would she go with me? It don't have to be only because of money or something she could get, because I don't think I'm worthy of having somebody like this or that.
Does it go back to the tricking thing? Like you feel like you trick?
The whole thing is some people don't, like I said before, they look at you with different eyes than you look at yourself. They see qualities about you that you don't see that are good, that you don't see about yourself. And sometimes we don't want to accept those qualities. So anybody that wants us to believe that we're good and we think we're bad, we fight against them because we believe we're bad. And they're lying because I know I'm bad, because I've seen I'm bad. And they don't know what I did. And there's all this really, brain wrestling stuff going on. And we're really complex creatures, human beings.
Sometimes being bad is more fun though, because it does get me what I want, what I think I want in the moment, and I kind of resist. Like I like that dopamine drip, that drug drip, and I kind of resist giving that up. And a healthy person is just going to make me give up all that sick shit that kind of gets me off.
But and listen, I'm not a Bruce Lee fan about as far as the way he's fighting, but I'm a great Bruce Lee fan of his philosophy. The only reason, what would he say? The number one reason of survival is something to this effect. The people that will survive is the one that could adapt. So we have to adapt to change in order to survive. Some of the smartest people in the world, they got all the answers, all the money, but they can't adapt to change.
Nice.
So sometimes you may have to adapt to change. And change, maybe you got too much dopamine. Maybe you should mellow it out a little. I'm just saying you should. Dopamine's some good stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a good shit. It's free.
Sometimes we have to deal with not living with that and see what kind of person we are. Discipline is doing what you hate to do, but do it like you love it. Sometimes it's good to change your life, change your whole perspective on life.
Not easy to do, though.
No, but it can be done. It's not impossible.
Well, you're proving that.
It just demands how bad you want to do it.
That's why you do inspire people, right there. Because you did it.
Is this the happiest time of your life?
Lenny.
Let me ask you a question.
Another boxing question.
Hold on. Barbara Marcus wants to ask. Go right ahead, Lenny.
Barbara Marcus.
Is it the happiest time now, or when you were on top of the world?
This is the best time of my life now, because listen, when I was this guy who was champ of the world guy, I got a cartoon now. At the top of my career, 30 million a fight, all the women I want. A cartoon wouldn't, even if it's Adult Swim, they wouldn't be 1,000,000 foot away from me. They wouldn't even touch me at all. But the fact that I do have a cartoon, and the fact that I am doing shows, and I'm going all over the world doing my shows, and I'm looked at as a different person, regardless of what anybody could ever say. I refuse to let adversity allow me to be average.
And the cartoon, by the way, is really good. It's very you're very funny in it. Trying to say chupacabra, and there's some really
some difficult.
That's a motherfucker.
And there's quite a few mistakes you make with it in the cartoon. But
mistakes are good. Mistakes are good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's how we learn. I always say that. How do I learn if not for a mistake? I say that a lot after I can't maintain an erection.
I love this shit.
When is the cartoon on?
It's on
last night. It premiered last
it started last night officially.
Monday, right?
All right, because
Monday
we got episodes ahead of time. Nice.
I saw the first couple
every Monday night.
Yeah, Mike solves it. It's Mike Tyson's mysteries.
Mysteries.
Yeah.
And I kill astronauts.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, Monday nights at 10:30.
That's awesome. It's a good,
Oh, I got high as shit and watched it, and it was hilarious.
Really, what is happiness, really? Ha ha ha, hoo hoo. If you had perpetual happiness, you'd probably die of a heart attack. Happiness could be stimulation of your mind, self, and body. It's knowing that I've accomplished, I overcame adversity, I've accomplished this particular goal. But it's fleeting. Happiness is fleeting, just like sadness. It's all fleeting. But we have to remember in that state of happiness or sadness that is fleeting, because if we don't, we can make bad decisions.
Wow.
During that time.
I get in trouble when things are going well, too. Like, I don't know how to handle when things are good.
Christ, yeah. You don't think you deserve it. But you do deserve it.
He's explaining the human mind today. You understand that, right?
He's nailing it.
And Dan said that it's a good stoner cartoon. We should tell the people.
Oh, no, that's for the high guys, for the high white guys.
I love it. That's me.
Dan got the stoner voice. I can tell some of you. He talks like the basketball player. When you see a white guy that talks like a basketball player and he's not an athlete, he's a high guy.
That might be the biggest honor ever, is Mike Tyson doing an impression of my dumb, deep voice.
He does Andre the Giant.
Our garden for you.
Yeah, me dumb thumb, me Corroy.
You've captured his voice and his stupid essence. I'm really happy you got 2 for 2 on that.
Yeah, he came in and just got me.
Nice.
Listen, I will say something.
You got to go, they're saying, Mikey.
The best comedians are the darkest people, Why? There's some dark motherfuckers. The Richard Pryor stuff.
They all do this show, the dark motherfuckers.
Oh, man.
They're saying we got to wrap. I don't know.
Comments, they're saying that shortly he has to.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Got to make sure.
And Sway, listen. I love Sway. We're going to do Sway. So I love this, my brother. But I'm going to go from this intense stuff to, hey, brother. How you doing? Sway's such a mild, mellow guy. Chill.
Yeah, he's chill.
He's from the Bay Area. He's a righteous brother. He doesn't smoke blunts. He smokes with zigzags. He's just really mellow and cool. And you don't want to say bad words in front of him.
Exactly.
I feel uncomfortable cursing around Sway.
Yeah, Sway's a good guy. But he's never walked out of a bedroom washed in total shame. He doesn't understand.
He doesn't know the shame game. He doesn't know the shame game. He's a dignified Negro.
Yeah, he's never come quite like you can when you're wrapped up in shame. There's just something about that makes everything better.
They're gathering outside. That means we got to get them out of here.
God, this is great.
So let's make sure everyone watches.
Still married after this.
You actually didn't say anything bad. I did all the hooker references. You just kind of.
Remember, listen. She really hated the prostitute hunter. Remember that one?
Which one was that?
When I said I was the prostitute hunter.
Oh, yeah.
And then, like, when my first show came out, the Unmen Speak the Truth, when she didn't like the prostitute hunter.
Yeah, wives always frown on that stuff. It's hard. The stuff that makes us happy.
Prostitute hunter.
They're not going to enjoy that.
All right, the cartoons Monday nights on Adult Swim.
What time is it, 9:30 or 10:30?
10:30.
I'm going to try to get Bishop Magic Wand on there, Flavor Flav.
Nice.
Is he still alive, the pimp, right?
Yeah, he's a bishop now.
Oh, okay, Bishop.
Bishop/pimp. I'm going to get him out here. We're going to discover the mystery of the missing tampon from the pimp, from the prostitute. the dirty tampon mystery.
It's just like Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Let's have Mike rip up Lenny Marcus's poster.
No, Mike.
Wouldn't that be an honor if he ripped up the actual poster?
Or just have it broken over your head.
Or broken over your head.
What does Lenny look like, though? Lenny has a look, right? Is it Dr. Smith from Lost in Space?
No, he has a sexual proclivities like Dr. Smith in Lost in Space.
You're wearing the turtleneck. I'm not Dr. Smith.
Did you just insult Mike Tyson's phenomenal outfit?
Wow. The balls. Pure balls.
We go back. Mike and I go back 30 years.
Back in hot wings and French fries.
You stole $2 from him, you fucking chiseler.
I said hi to you.
Can you give him the $2 now?
I would give him
almost $30 years later. Give him the $2 now.
The proper plug, the softcover book, which has the 2 amendments to it, which I'm almost finished with, is out now, and it's
I've never saw a white guy in Kentucky Fried Chicken. You got a black girlfriend, don't you?
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
30 years ago.
White boys love KFC.
Well, you got him now, huh? You got a black girlfriend now, not 30 years ago. You got one now, right?
Yeah, she's listening.
Yeah, you got that dark meat. That dark meat makes you skeet, huh? Dark meat makes you skeet. The blacker the berry, the sweeter the cherry. I'm in a lot of trouble, man. I'm in a lot
Not at all,
of trouble.
Jenny.
No way.
Lenny doesn't believe in interracial relationships. Tell me how you think of it. Go ahead, Lenny, what the Bible says. Okay.
Hey, man.
All right, we got to get them out. They're freaking
Adult
out.
Swim,
Yeah, let's do
Monday
this.
nights, Mike Tyson Mysteries. I've seen the first two, honestly, and I said this morning, they're great, and, you know, we love them.
I'm a cartoon dude.
Yeah.
I'm a cartoon dude. This is going to really bother my wife because I think I'm going to have to start smoking again. You're a cartoon dude.
You got to smoke? The great Mike Tyson, everybody.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, guys.
Mikey.
I've been called a lot worse. Thank you.
Mike Tyson.
Awesome.
How you doing?
Hey, buddy.
What's going on, Mike?
You on a fight? Will you just fight at a fight or something?
Yeah, I saw the Golovkin fight I went to.
At Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, that's what I saw you, man.
Oh, did you?
Were you there, Mike?
No.
You don't go to the fights as much?
Work, make money, and send kids to, expensive colleges and stuff.
It was my first live boxing match. First time I've only gone to UFC, but I loved it. Louis called me the night before. He's like, "Do you want to come?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Well, you had to write the guy in to see. He's exciting.
He was really great. But it's like people know about him, but he's not talked about like the way Mayweather or Pacquiao or any of those guys are.
After the fight with Canelo, and he fight a guy like Canelo or else Cotto, those guys that have good reputation worldwide. If he beats them, then he'll be the high echelon of boxing. But then again, he has to move up in weight. Everybody wants to see him fight Andre Ward.
Was it possible he would fight Mayweather too, or did Mayweather have to go up in weight, or you don't think that will happen?
Mayweather fought at 156 pounds before, I believe.
And what was Golovkin?
The weight 160. The weight is really no big thing.
So he could fight. If Mayweather wanted to fight him, he could.
Yes.
But he probably won't.
Yeah. You never know.
It was impressive, though. It was really a fun event to go to.
Jimmy loved it.
I loved it. And I knew boxing was fun, but I'd never been to a live fight. And fuck, man, it was really
You
great.
went to the guy that does the really smashing and stuff.
Yeah.
He's the right guy. He does a lot of smashing. It's good stuff.
Yeah, he's good stuff.
Yeah, he does a lot of smashing.
You like a lot of smashing, Mike?
Oh, no. The way
No
he
doubt.
Does, the way he does it, the art to do
Yeah.
it. He does it
You look good,
in
Mike.
highest form.
How you been?
I feel awesome.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel awesome.
What have you been up to?
A lot of stuff.
No, I mean to look good. Are you working out? You look like you lost a few pounds.
Try not to eat much and stuff because I think they tell me that I don't look as cool on the camera as I do off the camera.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, because the camera adds that.
It adds
dumb
20
weight.
pounds.
Yeah.
But then you lose too much weight. Like, I've lost a lot of weight, and nobody's happy for me. They're all like, you look sick.
Yeah.
Like, there's no...
Because you are sick. You are fucking sick.
Yeah, maybe they mean that way. Yeah, maybe they mean my practices.
That's a good sick.
It is a good sick.
That's really good.
Yeah, it's hard to get well when it's a really fun being sick.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't exist in that zone.
No.
I was watching the cartoon over the weekend just to brush up on
We have
Mike
a second
Tyson.
season,
Second
man.
season
Second
on.
season. We're going all over the world. We got the Okapoka guy. I can't pronounce these words.
That's fine.
Who's that?
Then we have vampires and monsters and.
And you got Norm Macdonald as the pigeon.
Yep.
The first time I ever saw Norm Macdonald was on a billboard around 2 weeks ago. That's the first time I ever saw him. I never knew who he was.
Come on, you didn't know who Norm Macdonald
every time
was?
I walked the street, I said, "Man, you got a good show with Norm. Norm is the best. Norm is the best." I have no idea what Norm looks like.
Wow, really?
Until I saw the billboard, the little billboard and stuff in Vegas. Yeah,
So the whole first season, you didn't know what he looked like.
and had the slightest clue.
Because everybody thinks that you do animation, that you guys sit in the same room together, but you don't, right? You're doing it by yourself.
Sometimes very rare. Normally, it's in Vegas or else the studio I go to, and I believe it's Palaverdes, I don't know. It's in Los Angeles.
You just show up. They tell you to show up. They give you the lines.
your
You show up
lines.
and you bang them out.
And, yeah, I do.
How long did it take you to do it? To actually record an episode or to record the season?
2 hours or so.
Yeah, they say Eddie Murphy can bang out an entire film in like 10 or 12 hours of doing voice. There's a real art to doing voiceover and you know,
Do it properly or whatever.
Yeah, it's not that easy.
Well, we all have our little hidden stuff in us that make us able to do certain things.
Our little gifts. We all have our little gifts. We all have our little gifts.
It's something that gives us gifts, and there's gifts that gives us gifts, and the gifts are just magnificent. I don't know.
Norm Macdonald is one of the funniest men alive, by the way.
Hey, listen,
he is amazing.
the pigeon indicates that.
Yeah. Yes.
It's amazing.
He's got great lines in your
Hey,
cartoon.
listen, The pigeon is just amazing.
Right.
You couldn't have found a better person to do it.
Absolutely.
Couldn't imagine that.
Did you see him as Norm, or did you see him in the new KFC? He's doing those new KFC or Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Colonel
He's the
Sanders.
new Colonel. There was Daryl Hammond, and then there's him. So you saw him as him or in that?
No, I saw him as a goddamn billboard in Vegas.
Oh, for probably doing a gig.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
For his gambling problem?
Yeah, good. Norman's a big gambler.
Does he really?
Yeah.
There's
Hey, listen,
rumors.
one day me and my wife.
He's the colonel.
My wife was assisting me to go to, I believe what was it? Was it NA meeting? And we were going to a meeting in Vegas, and so we went to this meeting. We're sitting down, then we hear this guy just talks about he just can't make any money. He had 100,000. Then at lunchtime he went out to gamble, and then he had 150,000. And then by the time he went home after work was over, he had nothing. And we had to get up and say, "Excuse me, we in the wrong meeting. We came for Narcotics Anonymous." Yes, not have no kind of affinity with the gambling situation.
That was never one you got into?
No.
Yeah, it's probably smart.
Gambling's
I had too much money to gamble back then. You know, why you gotta risk wasting this when you can give it away?
Yeah, exactly. There's plenty of more fun things to do with money if you're going to throw it out than gamble with it.
Yeah.
I know Mike Tyson's passed his book, but that book was one of the best reads ever. Oh my God, the openness of this book. And it got to a point where you couldn't afford to pay for the groceries. That I couldn't wrap my head around that.
Hey, neither could I. Neither could I.
But to put that in the book, wow, man, that was an eye opener. It's an amazing read.
Listen, this is what I learned, and I don't practice it at its fullest extent. But to be honest, it's the only thing to do. If you could die knowing the last moment of your life you've been honest, that's pretty cool. That's really difficult to look at yourself that way and judge your flaws and be conscious of your flaws. That's really what I'm trying to express, being conscious of your flaws and know this is a bad situation and saying, well, I don't want to be involved. And sometimes the situation you say, well, I'm a glutton for pain and I'm just going to dive in. And that's just the choices that we're going to make.
Yeah.
Flaws are, it's weird when you can't not see them. Like they're there all the time.
Oh, I see them. I notice them. I'm very conscious of them. I can't get rid of them. They're stuck with me. And if you want to be a part of my life on a consistent basis, this is what you're dealing with. I always put it on the table. See, my wife right here, I put everything on the table. This is what you want to do. This is this. I'm this kind of person. I'm this kind of person. I might do a couple of lines on occasions and stuff. I mean, you put it out there and stuff.
Are you still having a hard time? Are you doing okay? Are you struggling?
I'm doing pretty awesome right now. Yeah, I'm doing really awesome.
What's the main flaw that you keep focusing on? There's got to be one.
Excuse me?
What's the main flaw that you keep focusing on going like, shit?
My conduct.
The conduct.
Yeah.
Is it angry or is it depressed or?
No, both. Anger, depressed leads to anger. Anger leads to violence. And that is just pretty totally in check.
It's really weird you get in those headspaces where like you feel like, oh, I'm a fucking failure and nothing feels good.
Listen, I'm the best fighter in the world. I'm this guy. And I'm saying to myself, I'm a bum. I ain't nobody. My family was bum. I'm a bum. I was born in the gutter. Who am I to say I'm the best fighter in the world? Who am I to say I'm a god? You go through that, but all that stuff is true too. That I came from bad parents. I came from this. I came from the gutter. But I'm the baddest man on the planet too. So you're dealing with both stuff, and it's tricky. And you say, "No, you're a bum." Really, I want to destroy myself and just mess everything up and have a pity party. But then there's this other side say, "But if you do that, you're not gonna be able to get the goodies." And so you kind of balance that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
You understand? I know you understand this completely, and you do too over there. This is the clean. This is the addict that looks good. He's the good looking addict. He's not like me and you. He think the addict is shining.
Shows up for work every day.
A shiny guy. The teeth.
I'm just trying to.
The brownstone and the cocaine and fentanyl and dry and hard.
I'm just trying to keep it all together, Mike.
I know it's pretty good.
No, I don't. I do not miss cocaine. No, I haven't done that in 20, 25 years easily. No desire.
You're never the same.
No desire. I thank God I never got that real addiction to it. Thank God. I can't imagine. I mean, the stories in your book about it. Oh, wow. The amount of coke Mike Tyson did. Pete Davidson. He's Pete Davidson from SNL. Big fan.
Ah, you're the man.
He came in just
How
to
you
meet you.
Fucking geeky looking motherfucker.
Yes. Shut up, Justin.
No, I got Mike Tyson on my side. Yes.
See,
yeah, I know.
Major League masturbate artist. Major League masturbate artist.
Yes.
I look like a penis. So.
Do you see what I did there? Mike was paying attention to me. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to deflect it to him.
Yeah.
Fucking
Feed it to the dwarf.
Fuck this.
You're not a dwarf.
That's great.
You're not a dwarf. You're
Thank you. Mike Tyson said I look like I jerk off a lot, and he is correct.
Can I talk about the Buster Douglas story that you told on Jimmy Kimmel? I know your wife's there, so it's weird to bring some of this stuff up.
Hey, why don't you try and see if she attack you?
I know.
Let's give it a try.
She don't play.
She gave the thumbs up. She said it was okay.
I learned that in the book, too. She don't play. You guys been together a while now, Mike. How many years?
Ooh, we've been married 6, but we've been together for
Long time.
a long time.
Yeah.
You need somebody sometimes who
We've been hanging out for a long time.
I know you have. It's in your book.
Long time.
it helps to have somebody who can call you on stuff. It's, you know, I always respect a person who can who I know I can't totally get over on. I kind of like that to a certain degree because I feel like they know me for who I really am and they kind of.
But then sometimes you can't allow it to happen because sometimes that gives your power up. You know, sometimes you give your power up to those people. You know? We have to stand on our own 2 feet. You know, we can't allow people to dictate our lives.
Yeah.
It's so much easier because if they screw up, say, you screwed it up, you mother. But, you know, we have to do this stuff. We have to accept this stuff. Now, you know, I talk the stuff real good. This is the difficult stuff, you know? This is some difficult stuff.
But relationships are brutal. I mean, I'm not married. I can't do it.
Understatement, man.
I don't know how to do it.
But that's the only thing. The only thing is that it pays off so much in return. You know, we go through that adversity, you burn, and at the end of the day, you say, whoa, I'm glad I'm still here.
You got a partner.
Yeah.
Partner in crime.
Yeah. In life.
That's what I miss. It's not even the sex. It's just the going to a movie with somebody and wanting to bash the movie and having no one to bash the movie with. It's like this. Just sometimes it's fun to have
all
somebody.
the young guys out there who are human hormones right now, it's not going to be like that for long. It's not going to be like that. I know I used to say that too. Man, I'm going to be stroking and joking when I'm 60. When I'm 60, I'm going to be busting scrotums and nodums. Man. Oh, man, it's rough.
You've mellowed. You mellow a little bit.
It's rough. It's rough. It's rough. It's rough. Yeah.
Can I bring up Buster Douglas?
Yeah, please.
All right.
Please.
I don't want to see her eyes, though, so I'm going to move over here.
Bring it up.
So you told Jimmy Kimmel, like, I was and still am a huge Mike Tyson fan, and that when
You're
you
fucking lying.
Yeah, he's lying.
Huge. You kidding me?
He's like a big Buster Douglas guy. You won't say that while you're here.
I'm not even.
You from Columbus?
No, Long Island.
Wow.
I mean, as far as boxing goes, it was Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson, and then there were guys that came and went between you two. But you two, for me, it was it. And when you lost to Buster Douglas, that hurt my heart. And then I learned from Jimmy Kimmel that there might have been a reason why you lost to Buster Douglas.
Yeah.
Oh, she's laughing. Okay, I can see your eyes now. Thumbs up.
Yeah, the reason why I lost to Buster because he hit me. That's why.
But you might not have been in the right, mindset.
Maybe not, but you can't take that away from him.
Okay.
You know? Regardless, it's
Can I bring up what you told Kimmel?
You bring up anything you want.
That you might have been having sex with a lot of hotel maids.
Maybe it's a possibility that happened.
The quote might have been, "I had to hit all the maids, all of them, Mike, all of them." Awesome. I understand one or two.
I'll take the fifth. I'll take the fifth. But I am a hitter. I'm a hitter.
How can you not?
I'm a good hitter, though.
Yeah.
Hit good.
I understand one or two, but all of them? The quote is all of them. I had to hit all the maids. There's a lot of maids in a hotel.
Listen, why take $2 when you can have all the money?
Absolutely. Even after you don't need anymore, it's still fun to grab it.
Because we were talking about the sex before fights. Is it something that does affect a boxer? Does it make you a little weaker in the legs?
I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so.
Sugar Ray Leonard told a story about how when he met Ali came back before a fight, and something about Sugar Ray had been quoted saying he had sex right up to the fight, and Ali was very impressed with that. Because I think he laid off. He bought into the whole women weaken legs.
Well, that's why he became Ali. That's why he's the greatest.
Because you didn't, you think?
You know, I don't believe really, sex is going to stop you from fighting. It's all about a person's spirit, All the stuff you've been through, all your adversity and all that little nasty stuff, you're still doing what you want to do. None of that really stopped you. You had to make some adjustments.
Yeah.
But your spirit wanted to override that more than anything. You wanted this more than you wanted your drugs, your liquor, your sex, than anything. And so you managed where you could juggle both of them, but you just don't get the same extreme high because you got to put the time in what you really love.
Yeah, the sex is the hardest. That's the hardest one because the computers, it all, it's right in front of you. It's not like
just fucking jerk off. Why don't you
believe me,
off?
I do.
Yeah,
I was during the Dallas game yesterday. I was jerking off when they were losing.
If you're swole, that's a good one.
Wait, Jimmy's not explaining it properly, Mike. Maybe you can help him.
If you're stroking and your hand can start hurting, you start smoking.
But Mike, he does that edging. He doesn't get it out of the way. He'll edge all day.
Yeah, it's like I keep it going so I don't let myself come because I feel like it's a way you keep the high going. It's like once you're done, okay, now what?
Yeah. I'm gonna try that because sometimes when my wife be doing that to me, I say, "Oh, just stop right there, man. Just wait for me. Don't let it really go. Don't let it shoot. Just rub my balls or something for a minute. So don't let it shoot. Just don't let it shoot right now.
Yeah, give it a second. Right it's nice to go to the edge and then step back and then go to the edge and step back. Yeah,
but he'll do it for hours, right, Jimmy?
Yeah, I do it. I do it for a long period of time.
Well, I can't control it. Mine just shoots out.
Yeah? Well, you're a young guy.
You're young. You should be doing 10 a day still.
Yeah.
How many a day?
I could jerk off like 3 or 4.
Day after day?
But the fourth one hurts.
Where you from originally?
I am from Staten Island.
Staten Island?
That's why.
What part?
Great Kills.
Great Kill. That's really far, huh?
Yeah.
That's real far?
It's like an hour and a half from here.
Yeah, but they got cows and stuff there.
Yep.
Animals. Yeah, they got.
There's a lot of there's some animals there.
People have
It's the most non-New York place in New York.
Exactly. That's what I was talking about. Suburbs.
Yeah.
It could be a possibility cow tipping community. You fucked some cows before. You're a nasty looking motherfucker. You're a cow fucking. You fucked an animal. You did some, bestiality form of injection to somebody.
I'll go with it. I don't care. This is great.
This is awesome.
Mike Tyson thinks I fuck cows.
The bestiality.
No, that's Justin's wife. Sorry.
Oh, you didn't say that.
What? Sorry.
All I can say is
What?
It's not totally cool. I have a very attractive wife.
I love Justin.
Thank you.
The only one.
That's Justin.
I know, but I'm leaning towards this guy.
Because he's smart. He sees the future.
You have to understand, he's a bully, and I need people like you to protect me.
That's why Mike doesn't like you.
You got to understand, Justin's 50 and I'm 20.
You got to stand up, man. Stand up, man.
45 years old.
Stand up for yourself.
Stand up, man.
I'm handle myself.
Remember that guy said that other guy was bullying him? The football player, like 340 pounds, a monster. And that guy was bullying me. And I go, God, and he needs to be away from me.
You mean in Miami, right?
Incognito.
Richie Incognito, yeah.
That guy is bullying. He's got 400 pounds. That guy is bigger than me.
Yeah, you're not getting bullied if you're a fucking tight end or an offensive lineman.
If you're in the NFL,
you're not getting
bullying
bullied.
should not be in your vocabulary.
That guy got punished too, huh?
He hasn't been back since.
No, he's on the fucking Bills now.
He's on the Bills now.
Yeah.
I should know that.
That's
I don't even know that.
Oh, God.
That was funny.
I didn't even know that.
But is the other guy still playing or no?
No, the guy who was bullied is out of the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let him fucking stay out the game.
He's in the booth now.
Is he?
I don't know. That's where they all go. Figures.
God, man.
I like the fact that people.
Imagine if I was 400 pounds, 6'8". Man, I mean, get the fuck out the line. Man, move. I would never wait in line. Get the fuck.
So when
You could do that now.
Yeah, it doesn't look as good as a little guy. You gotta be a big motherfucker.
So when you were boxing, no one was bringing up bullying, is what you're saying. When you were boxing, no one was bringing up the word bully or bullying.
No.
Of course not. No, I'm just going with your point. Of course not. It was Jonathan Martin.
Who's that? Oh, that's the guy. Yeah, that guy right there.
Right there.
That was the guy that felt like he was getting bullied.
He's 6'5", 312.
Yeah. The poor kid.
No, he that fucking
Yeah.
get that fucking.
He's an offensive tackle.
6'5", 312, and he felt like he was being bullied.
Hey, I'm sorry all the shit I said about you, man. Okay, man, you are a pussy, but you're a big one. I'm scared now. Okay.
Mike Tyson's not scared of anyone.
I wish.
You're not scared of anyone. Come on.
How about Lamar Odom? I heard that story, and it's like, wow, I guess that...
Yo, listen, man, I'm just telling you one thing, man. That's amazing. I never seen that. You know, Kim got all the... But, man, Chloe got that Lazarus pussy. Bring a motherfucker back from the dead, man. Shit. God damn, man. I'm the guy that... Did you see this shit? There's nothing... Everything's malfunctioning on this motherfucker. She comes, nigga. Baby. Man, fuck out of here, man.
That's how good she is. He wakes up from all that, like you said, everything is shutting down, and he goes, "Hi, baby. Hi, baby.
I love you." I was gonna cry that shit, but I said, "Fuck you." That's a movie, man.
Yeah. And now they're not going to get a divorce.
But I wonder how her boyfriend feels about that. Didn't she have a boyfriend?
She's with James Harden.
Was she?
Arguably the best player in the NBA right now.
I didn't know that she was dating him.
Yeah, and apparently he was like, all right. You know?
Is that really what just went down?
Yeah. Yeah.
How did you know?
I read Twitter.
James Harden looks like one of those
anything you say is right. I'm sorry.
I feel I'm a late.
So it's a new Pete Davidson. I like this.
Yeah, I
He's
like
been
this
humbled
too.
today.
Yeah,
He's been humbled.
He looks
Finally,
like John
someone
Jones.
put you in your place.
He looked like John Jones.
A little bit.
With the beard.
Yeah. James Harden.
Is he that much taller than her, or is that fucking depth perception?
No, he's tall. He's like 6'5".
And she's in the background.
She's like 5'8".
She's tall.
Yeah, she's tall for a woman.
Because she comes from a different father. We don't know
No way, man.
You don't know that.
You know she's from a... she's
so obvious.
She looks like all of them now.
It's not official, but she comes from a different father.
No way.
She's 5'10", and Kim Kardashian's like 5'1".
Hey, listen. My brother's 6'3". I'm 5'10".
Different father.
Hey, why you got to take that bullshit? Sit your butt over there and stay. We don't know. It could be different fathers, okay?
Yes.
But on record, it's not, okay? We call him dad. My sister's 6 foot. I'm a 5'10". What happened there?
Your wife yells out different father.
What does your brother do?
Yeah, he's a neuro guy. He's like Mr. Carson and stuff. Probably not extreme. He's
a Ben Carson. He's
trauma surgeon.
Wow.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Trauma.
Does he look like you?
He's no. He's taller than me, bigger than me and stuff.
Yeah. Bigger than you.
Yeah.
Like you said, 6'3", you're 5'10", right? I want to see a picture of Mike Tyson's brother.
Put him in there, dude.
There he is. Mike Tyson's brother.
That ain't my fucking brother.
That's your brother. Come on.
That motherfucker.
Is that him or no?
Ain't him.
That's not him?
No, that's my father right there, nigga. Oh, wait, hold on. Stupid motherfucker. My daddy. Hey, right here. Go move to the left more, man.
All the way to the left.
See, right there, baby, right there. Jimmy Lee, baby, Jimmy Lee. That's my brother right there. Look at my brother right there. See my brother behind me?
Where?
Look behind me, your left. Right there behind me.
Oh, sure, okay.
Yeah, he's tall.
Yeah, he is.
And I'm going to guess that's his son in between you guys?
Yes, it is.
There's a very scared person in the middle.
He's 10 years old.
He's 10?
Yeah.
You look a lot like your dad, Jimmy.
That's not.
Over there, the
Who's
black
the little
and white
guy?
picture.
Excuse me?
Who's the little guy?
That's my nephew.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, you say anything about my nephew, I'm going to beat your motherfucker.
And he was about to.
God, he was about to.
Thank God. Fuck you up in here,
Yeah, Pete, I don't even know why you would do that. It's his family, Pete.
Nigga, I'm a little buck teeth rap. I'm going to pull them teeth out one at a time, you motherfucker.
Yeah, and you know what? You know what? You wouldn't be wrong, Pete. You don't go after a man's family.
Oh, I can't wait for tomorrow, Justin. I'm going to ruin you tomorrow.
You know how many points I get if he say something? If I beat his ass.
That's right.
My nephew, I kicked his ass because, man, my nephew love me.
I'm very proud of you. Very happy.
I almost want to do it for the followers.
Please say it,
Be trending?
Please say it. I'm a take you. I'm gonna fist you and everything. Motherfucker. You gonna get fisted in here?
Yeah, Mr. Tyson, you're right not to take this from Pete.
Oh my God.
Oh, that'd be a great headline. SNL cast member murdered by fisting. And it would say in quotes for ill-advised humor.
Fuck you. Look at me and Michael Jackson squaring out, baby. We going for it. Augusta. Where you going, man?
Did you hang with?
That's it right there.
Did you actually hang with Michael Jackson, Mike, or did you guys just kind of see each other once in a while at a party or something?
I really never hung out. One time I was over his house.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
What was his house like?
some shit you never seen before. You know, it's some really cool stuff.
Cool stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Was he a good guy?
He appeared to be really nice.
Well, we don't know. I mean,
It's a good shot.
Yeah,
Normal, pretty normal.
pretty normal.
That was taken back by that. It's a normal motherfucker.
Right.
You know, I'm hearing him talking. Yeah, rest is good, Mike. Take rest. Rest is good.
He's probably normal around you because you're a guy who understands what it's like to not be able to go out of the house without being recognized. You know, there's certain people.
I'm not gonna let nobody fucking restrict my freedom. I'm gonna be me. I don't care if I have 100 Grammys or what. I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna take my kids to school. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna hang out with them. I'm gonna support them in sports. And when it gets too deep, and I'm gonna have to take care of it myself some kind of way, right? I'm not gonna let nobody do that to me.
Well, you don't seem to be afraid of telling people like not now.
I'm not afraid of kicking their ass either.
Yeah, no, you're definitely not.
I'm not. I won't do it though, but
then he's the other way too. I remember we were leaving some kind of party, and Mike was just holding court outside like a car.
It was the
being nice to
Holyfield.
everybody that was walking by.
It was the Tyson Holyfield the documentary.
Documentary,
with,
yeah,
Hopkins.
I'm just very when I'm out with my family, I'm kind of a little bit aggressive.
Right.
You know?
Protective.
Yeah, but I'm aggressive because I just don't want accidents to happen. I know about accidents. I lost a kid of an accident. I don't fuck around with accidents.
Mm-hmm. So you've gotten much more cautious since then.
Yeah. But mostly when I'm in public.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really, the people don't understand, but they know I'm not a celebrity when I'm with my family. I'm total, really watchdog mode.
Right.
And what do people do that would kind of set that off if they are being too pushy or?
Hey, listen, they have to find that on their own.
So they make the mistake and then they
I might say this and they say I know what to do. No, they find out on your own. He might do it by accident. Just find out on your own.
Yeah, that's a rough way to learn a lesson.
Yeah, find out on your own.
How are the kids coming by with the boyfriends and the girlfriends and?
Hey, listen.
I cannot imagine going to Mike Tyson's house because
whatever he does to her, I'm gonna do to him. That's just what it is. Okay.
Is that what you say to him too?
Yeah. Oh, that's great. So you want a peck or you want some tongue down your throat? What is it that you want?
And she's going to tell me because we have a good relationship.
Yeah.
So,
that's funny.
Oh, that is hilarious. How do you deal with that as a father though when they come around? Because thank God my kids are still way too fucking young. But eventually they're going to be coming.
I'm gonna say this to you. You know what?
They're going to come and knock it.
You know what you're going to do?
Yeah.
You're going to just let it happen like it happened with you.
Of course.
Okay? Because if you don't, your daughter's not going to be too friendly with you. You know what I mean? And this is what this is so ironic because this is what I say to my wife. Me and my wife go like that. And then I say, baby, somebody got to fuck her. You know, that's just it. Somebody got to fuck her, right? Somebody had to fuck your mother, right?
Right.
That's why you somebody got to fuck them. You know, somebody got to do it.
Well, okay. He pointed at Opie when he said that, by the way. Somebody has to fuck your mother. You're right. You're right.
There's some logic there, Mike.
Oh, man, scary as hell, though. It sounds good like I'm talking rational, but It's not going down like that in here. Man, I'm sad. I'm thinking about shoot him and shoot myself, and it's sick, right?
You just want it to be a nice guy who's got the right intentions, who likes her. You know, you don't want it to be some creep.
I don't want to be around nobody like me.
Right.
You know?
My when I found out my second kid was going to be a daughter, it should have been a nice moment, and I screamed out no.
Because we're doing
I went, no.
It's crazy.
Because I was thinking, in that moment, I was thinking, not about the baby that's not even close to being born yet. It was, I quickly thought about the assholes knocking on my fucking door to take her out on a date. That's what I thought, my first thought.
Look how men think. We could fuck anybody's sister, daughter, wife, mother, and go to sleep with not an inch of a conscience. Not even, we'll forget about it. What happened? What you doing this for? And next thing you know, you accuse the guy. You want to kill the neighbor. He's 15. Your daughter's only 2. He's not even thinking about you though. You want to kill him just because hey, he's going to be this old at 25. She's going to be old enough to date him. Man, that's all we think about a girl, right? With a guy, you only got to worry about one dick. With a girl, you got to worry about a lot of dicks.
Right.
Fuck.
And the other thing, when you become a parent that turns on, you know who all the pedophiles are.
Oh, man.
Do you right?
Hey, listen, right?
I walk around New York City, and all of a sudden, it's like they have a light bulb over their head like that. You have no doubt in your mind either. And before, you would pass these same people, wouldn't even think twice about them. As soon as you become a father, you know where they are.
When you think about it, right, we're just animals taught to be human beings. That's all we are. Just think, 200 years ago, you could marry a 5-year-old. It's just who we are. We're evolving. Some of us evolve faster than others, and some of us have to make a lot of mistakes to get the moment. I made the mistakes. I made enough, but I didn't take the long haul. The final mistake? I didn't. Thank God. Praise be to Allah. Thank God for that one. But the reality of it is that we learn. You know what I mean? Some of us have to be right at the edge. We can't jump, but we can't be behind it. We got to be right at the edge to be balanced.
Right.
Yeah, sometimes not seeing, sometimes when you, not seeing over the edge, things can feel dull. Like, when you can kind of see, what can happen that's really awful, sometimes that keeps things interesting. And that's not a healthy way to live, but it seems like standing too far back, sometimes it just seems too boring.
A little boring.
Yeah.
Right.
Even though it's probably not. It's probably the healthy way to live life, but then you get kind of close. You're like, now I feel
like living on the edge of a volcano.
You
want to be right on that edge if you're going to be
kind of like that. Yeah.
Like if you come, it's over.
And it's over. It's like the edge of being self-destructive. You get kind of close to that, and it kind of feels like alive, which is not really good.
Mike, what was the one thing that turned you around? Because you got in a lot of trouble and stuff, but was there one incident or one thing that just clicked in your head where you went, man, I got to do things in general differently?
My daughter.
Yeah?
Yes, whoa, this is crazy. And I used to forget it. I'm just going to live this life.
Right. There's the answer.
That's awesome.
I was going to ask you about going out. After a deep answer, now I'm going to ask you about going to UFC.
I know.
But I was going to ask you if you're going to go in to see Aldo McGregor.
I want to see that fight.
You do, right?
Yeah.
I see you at every fight.
Yeah, I like McGregor, too. He has an awesome personality, right? Really big, and it's not nasty. It's just big and lovable. He's like a real lovable rogue, that you're just rooting for.
I don't know if I'm rooting for him or against him.
Lovable, but he can knock your teeth out at any moment.
Yeah, but all those guys can. I don't know if I like him or not yet. I guess after this next fight we'll see, because he's fighting a brutal Brazilian leg kicker, and those guys are really.
Yeah, all those good. Listen, nobody knows more than McGregor what he's up against. He knows what he's up against. He knows what he has to do. He studied this guy. He should be dreaming about this guy. We should see him in his sleep. He should see him when he's making love to his wife. He should see him when he's taking a shit. He should always be visualizing this man.
Is that how you were before you'd fight? Like, you're constantly thinking of that person's face?
Constantly.
How do you psych yourself up to, get angry enough to hit him, or do you not need to be angry enough? What is it about it that you'll go, what if he's a guy you've met that you actually liked? How do you turn that off and go, okay, this is what we have to do?
I'm a disciplined soldier, and I'll hit anybody under those circumstances,
right.
Of course. And I have no feelings about it. There's no feelings allowed to be involved anyway. This is why it's boxing. This is why it's professional. This is why it's disciplined. You do what you hate to do, but you do it like you love it.
And you can turn off any feelings of like you have for the person, then maybe turn them back on after the...
We're all capable of doing that, yes. Because I'm sure you liked some of the guys you had to compete for this position.
Right.
Yeah, a bunch of the comics, yeah.
Is there anybody that you said no to fighting because you were too close?
Riddick Bowe.
Really?
Yeah. I went to school with him.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And you didn't want to fight him?
Never.
Did you ever fight him? I don't even know.
No.
Never? Did not know that. Huh. Hey, if you were coming up now, would you try to be a UFC fighter? Because you love the sport, obviously.
Yeah, I like fight. I like two cockroaches fighting.
But it wasn't an option, obviously, when you were coming up. Boxing was king. But I mean, if UFC was king, do you feel like that would have been something you really would have got into?
I really think so, because all fighters are really suckers for fame more than anything. Yeah.
So that's the popular way.
I wouldn't have did well because my feet are so horrible. I have horrible feet. Every step on my toes, I'm going to tap out. I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to tap out, and I'm going to go home, and I'm going to shoot him. I'm just going to tap. You step on my foot, I can't win.
They do that a lot, too, when they're up against the cage.
They stomp their feet. Forget that.
Boom. Oh, God. Hey, tap out.
Yeah, ever since I saw that Anderson Silva thing, I'm afraid that someone's leg is going to snap every time they kick.
Hey, that's cool. I saw that a lot of times.
Yeah.
You saw that live?
Yeah, I was at that fight too.
Jimmy was right there too.
That's fucking.
Yeah, there's a picture of Anderson going by on a stretcher, and you can see he's writhing in pain.
Listen, the guy's punches and kicks, that kind of helped too, though,
Right.
He was up against a real formidable guy.
Yeah. I think he just blocked. Weidman just blocked, basically. He just kind of put his knee up to stop.
Well, he was training for that kick, obviously.
Yeah.
And man, that was rough.
Wow, look at it. Holy
That is
yeah.
rough.
It takes balls to stop a kick with your leg, though. I mean, to actually put a bone up against a bone.
Well, not really, because these are the hardest bones in your body, your knees and your elbows.
Yeah.
Back a certain part of your head, these are the hardest bones in your body.
I have a little tendonitis. It's been kind of, I do. It's been bothering me for a while. It's really affected my weightlifting. Bothering me.
You look beautiful.
Thank you, Mike. But my tendonitis has been, my elbow's been very tender.
Can you go to that? Can
What
you go
clubs
back?
you go to in town here?
Do you make dance clubs?
Yes.
I don't go to any.
The ones you used to go to.
I can't think of. I literally none.
You forgot them?
No, I don't think I actually have gone.
You're a big time quitter, huh?
Oh, believe me, big time, yeah. But the type of clubs I want to go to really don't exist anymore. The ones I used to go to where the little window comes up. I went to one dance club in probably the last 20 years, and it was a girl I went out with, and she's like, let's go to a club. And I went, and I don't remember the name of it. I had to pay to get in, and she didn't, but I was so attracted to her that I was okay doing it.
See, like, when I heard about Lamar, I said, wow, a brothel? I don't know, maybe it was the former sex addict in the brothel? Wow. And then I started thinking about he should have did this, use my brothel expertise, the brothel expertise, and said, he must not have been sharing his cocaine with the people then, because he did too much, because that could happen. You get mad, hey, you're taking too much. That could happen, but sometimes you guys got to be sharing. You have to share.
So you think he might have gotten a little bit greedy, and therefore he was alone, and there was nobody to kind of help him out?
Oh, well, I don't know, but I know I would get greedy. Next thing you know, I'll start threatening you, bullying. Get the fuck out of here. Wow. Take all the stuff and shit. Yeah, fuck.
I never went to a brothel. I mean, I did in Brazil. A couple of the comedians, we went down in like 2004. We did 3 trips. It was fun. But Dennis has asked me many times to go.
Was it the brothel where they danced in front of you first and you said, well, I want that one. Then you go to the room?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember I got in trouble. I got arrested. Remember I beat the guy up in that club?
No, where was that?
And it wasn't Rio. It was the other place, San Pablo.
Oh, San Paulo.
San Paulo, yeah.
And what happened? Was he bothering you?
Yeah, because every time he's on the fucking, he's chasing me from the airport. Now I said, I got him. I went through the back way. The motherfucker's on the scooter chasing me with the camera. So somebody's driving him, and now he's on the scooter and taking pictures. So I go in the place we were talking about,
yes.
Of course, and was it in San Pablo?
No, mine was the ones I went to were in Rio, but I'm sure they had them in San Paulo.
Yeah, same thing. All right. So,
yeah, same thing.
So the guy comes in the club, and I'm eating, and the guy's taking pictures.
Oh God!
And I'm eating, and I may have smoked a joint. So I come up to the guy, I grab the camera, I break the camera, and I hit him with it. Boom! He's out.
That's great.
So next thing you know, right, I'm in this club. It's around 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and this club, and it's packed like it's 12 in the evening. And the cops come in, it's around 20 cops. They come in, hey, champion, we need to talk to you because he pressed charges. You assaulted him with the camera. I said, now, because I do nothing. And then he goes, no, champ, look, I have the gun. You have to come with me, champ. Oh. He's really nice, saying you have the gun. Yeah. You have to come on. And so they put me in a Mercedes Benz, and they let me drive to the jail. And so I'm in the jail, I'm talking, and I'm taking pictures with the cops, and I'm smoking my cigarette. I think I have my joint. We was hanging out, and they're bringing their kids into the prison and stuff. And now I go to court.
That day?
Yeah. I go to court, right? And I remember Victor Beaufort?
Vitor Belfort.
Vitor, yeah. He found that he saw the news I got in trouble. He was in America. He sent me a lawyer.
Nice.
Best lawyer. He sent me a lawyer.
Nice.
I get out, but I go to the court, and I know this. So I go to the Brazilian court, but before I went there, I left Argentina, and I was with Diego Maradona. He signed and he gave me the shirt, the jersey. I go to the courtroom. I have my jersey. The judge go like this. What he's wearing this fucking shirt for? The next time he wear this, I put him in jail. He don't come back here. He don't wear that damn shirt.
Wow.
Right hand of God.
Wow.
the judge.
Yes.
Boom, I'm out.
What, for the soccer shirt?
No, for crashing the guy, but he's mad at me because I wore that shirt. Look,
There's the shirt. There's the shirt. Oh, there's a picture of you in a. It's like it looks like a soccer.
It's like a soccer shirt.
It's a number 10.
I'm mad. Look
or
at my
70.
face, baby. I'm hungover. I'm puffy and high.
Wow.
And it's signed. It says,
I'm Mike con amor. To Mike with love.
Oh, you can read that.
And that got you out of the case. That got you out of trouble.
Got me in jail.
But, I mean, but he didn't do anything.
And he was mad. I said, "This that serious?"
I would say technically it got you off because he...
But I'm very familiar with the culture, and I knew it would piss him off.
Yeah.
You know, those two that rivals the blood.
So I went to, the ones I went to, I never had an old. Did you have to, in these places you'd go, the way it would go is you'd go downstairs and there was a locker room. There was no cash exchanged. You would put on a robe and flip-flops. You'd go up to the level where they dance. And then they would, you'd have a wristband with a number on it. And then you would order your Diet Cokes or whatever. And then if you went up the third floor with the girl, they would give your wristband to like the housewoman who would write down the number. And then they would bill you at the end on the way out.
Are you serious?
Wow. Yeah, it was a whole system.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I actually used to carry cash in my robe pocket to try to get them to have sex with me without condoms.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Are they all clean? Like,
well,
yeah.
he's not fucking clean. He's not fucking clean. What do you mean? Are they clean?
Wow.
Hey, but you can believe you have to do all that pain? I said, bitch, get in my motherfucking car. You mean you come to my hotel room?
oh, so you just had to roll the dice every time?
Well, I only got one to do
Stay
it.
away from that, okay?
Okay.
I'm talking now.
Yeah, please.
I'm sorry.
I'm
so sorry.
Get in the car. Get your fat ass car. Get in the damn car. The car. Get in the fucking car.
No, I never had a car in Brazil. We were too scared to rent one because it looks like you have money if you have a car in Rio. Like we were just getting the cabs, or you hire a cab to take you around for the day.
Wow.
Yeah, we didn't have a car.
Really?
No, we just got a cab. The fucking most frightening thing I've ever done is a cab from the airport to the hotel.
What made it so scary?
The guy was doing 90 in a fucking in a tin can.
Oh,
it was terrifying. But the girl, I was with one girl, and I had no condom on, and we were having sex upstairs. I can't believe I did that. It was insanity.
Yes, you do.
Brazilian.
I believe you did that.
But even for me, in a Brazilian brothel was a rough one.
And you know them is skeptical what's going to happen.
Yes.
Skeptical stuff.
She kept looking at me going, "You're special. You're special.
Special education.
You're special.
Education.
And I bought it, though. I'm like, I am special.
Man. Ain't that special? Watch that. Turn around and take this, bud.
They're saying Mike's got to go. This sucks. Mike, we haven't seen you in a while.
No, say something.
Can you really have to go? You probably do. You're a busy man. You're promoting Mike Tyson Mysteries, which we barely talked about, but I'm telling you, this cartoon is great.
Right?
It's funny.
It's hilarious.
It's hilarious.
Shut the fuck up.
Thank you.
Whoa.
Listen, my daughter, we went to an AIDS benefit and charity with Elton John for AIDS and stuff, you know. And my daughter went and she was hitting balls with Annie Roddick.
Very cool.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't cool. It was outstanding, man.
That's very cool.
I was almost crying. My daughter's hitting with him. She's hitting back too. She's only 6, okay? And she's hitting back, and she won a championship. She's 2-time champion.
Oh, she's good.
Oh, tennis? Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm
She's
so
got
happy.
some skills.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. So
Good to
happy.
hear.
I'm so proud. Now I'm with her tennis parents. We're really groupies, right, baby?
Wait, Mike
Baby, are we
Tyson.
groupies?
Wait. Mike
Tennis
Tyson.
groupies or what?
I wouldn't say groupies, but enthusiasts.
I'm a tennis groupie.
Mike Tyson is a tennis dad.
That's awesome.
Big
That's
time.
kind of cool.
So they got me
weird,
doing,
but cool.
They got me doing the sucker stuff where you got the thing. You got to put like a garbage can, a miniature garbage can with a handle, and you push it on the ball, and there's a ball. Yeah, you know,
Sucks them up.
Yeah, it's a suck up thing. Yeah.
See, I would have so much fun with that because I'm a child.
I know we have to wrap, but Mike decided to stay. I'm not going to tell him.
Yeah,
he's
you're right. Why don't you
leaving.
stop?
Are you crazy? I
He
like
comes
my
in here,
teeth.
you don't come in here and just interrupt Mike with
Mike
your
leaves when he
fucking
feels
finger in a
like
circle.
it. Mike knows
heard.
Mike knows he has to leave.
Mike's not deaf. He
Hey,
heard.
listen.
I want to hear him talk about tennis. I don't know why Pete feels he has to interrupt.
What did I say?
We need to tar and feather Pete ass. We need to tar and feather Pete
Shut up,
ass.
Justin.
I'm on his side.
Justin, tomorrow.
Of course, so
I
am
can't
I.
wait for tomorrow now.
Oh, my God.
I can't wait.
And one more
Get
thing.
here at 7, please.
I will. 6:58.
And before Mike goes, you said
Fucking Bart Simpson. Look,
Yes.
right? Bart
Yes.
fucking. You know, this is
Yes.
Bart fucking.
Enjoy
come
it while it
on.
lasts,
Party.
Mr. Tyson is right.
Bartster.
You only have one more minute with Tyson on your side.
The Bart fart.
Can I ask you a weird
Yes.
question before you leave?
When Ask me not a weird question.
All right.
Yeah, how about a nice question?
Every question you ask is weird. Go again. I like weird. Weird is good. Weird is good.
I gave you a couple nice questions, though, I thought.
They were weirdly nice.
Weirdly nice. We saw the video of the MMA fighter, which you like. You love MMA fighting. Yeah. The guy pooping his pants. And we had the guy on the phone, and he was very cool. You've seen this video, right? No?
Yeah, shit's pants during the fight.
Oh, this is beautiful.
You've never seen this?
Never.
Hold on. And then we really got to get him out. So
does it fly out?
He's out. Watch.
I saw the stain, nigga.
Yeah,
but watch.
Oh, that's not.
It leaves a trail.
You can bleep that. I saw the stain.
That's nothing.
Ready?
Now watch. He gets up, and then it starts falling out of his shorts.
No control. No control. Control. Control.
There's poo all over the octagon.
Listen.
Look at.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Get out of the fucking octagon. Stop looking at your shit.
Yep.
It was,
and then a lady goes, "Oh my God, I'm gonna get sick."
No, yeah, but it was this fighter from Nicaragua.
Thank you. That's what I was gonna ask.
Called Alexis Arguello.
Sure.
Murderous. If he hits you in the body, he'll bust your stool. He'll make you. Oh, many of his fights, I've seen that. So I'm very.
So you've seen this in boxing?
Yeah.
Was the question? Okay.
Yeah. I love those fights. It's a man that can kill you with boom. Oh God, no.
But that's got to be a good feeling if you're Arguello, though, to punch somebody until they shit. Like
no. Listen. Once he pick you up. Oh, you okay, my brother? Anything you need, I help you.
Oh, he's a nice guy.
I come from Port Orange, and I want to help you. And you're fucking bleeding to death.
Oh my God.
You hold your kids. This is great. This guy's great.
That's a name I haven't thought of in a long time, Alexis.
Yeah. Whoa, he can kill you, huh? One punch. Murder.
Tyson, Mike, you really got to go. They're telling us so.
Let's say when it's obviously Mike Tyson miniseries season 2 and season
Mysteries. Mike Tyson Mysteries.
Mysteries. Come on, motherfuckers. Mysteries. Mike Tyson motherfucking Mysteries.
Mike Tyson motherfucking Mysteries season 2 premieres on Sunday at 12:15 a.m.
12:15 a.m. on Adult Swim, motherfucker.
That's the Cartoon Network.
God damn. We could talk on Adult Swim like this.
Yeah, Mike Tyson Mysteries. Awesome. I can't believe I said miniseries. I fucked that up.
It's a mystery, but it's good, though, that you fuck it up, because you know we're consistent when I fucked up.
I learned from my mistakes.
Yeah, but we learn to make more. We learn to make more.
Yeah, so the mistakes feel really good.
All right, we're going to go home now. Mike Tyson, thank you. Always a pleasure.
That's not cool. The repercussions from mistakes.
Mistakes feel good. The repercussions are awful.
A little uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Pete Davidson, we'll see you tomorrow, and I cannot
see you tomorrow, Justin.
All right, guys. Bye.